Hello and welcome to this special occasion. We are here on a Wednesday night, but with special guest Corey Marshall, who is the voice actor of Ryo Hazuki in Shenmue. I'm Ibs, your community manager. I'm also joined by our friendly neighborhood Alex from Sega, also from Sega Europe. Say hello, Alex. And no stranger to previous Shenmue streams, we've got Imran Yusuf. Say hello.
Hello.
And Adam Koralik, the Shenmue YouTuber, Adam Koralik. Say hello.
That guy they always just bring around.
Right. I just realised I'm so rude. I'm so rude. I actually didn't give Corey a chance to say anything, but we'll leave the best for last. Say hello, Corey.
Hi. Hello. Thank you very much for having me.
No, thank you so much for taking out the time to be here with us. It's amazing. How are you all doing? All at once.
I'm good.
No?
Fantastic. Oh, beautiful.
Alex didn't speak because everyone knows he's okay.
I'm just gonna say starstruck. It's like brilliant. Right.
Oh, okay. So the special occasion today is Shenmue 1 and 2 is available on Steam for up to 75% off. If you haven't played Shenmue 1 or Shenmue 2 before, they were recently re-released in 2018 on PS4, Xbox One and PC. You can get them right now, but as I said before, on Steam you can get it up to 75% off, which is, as we say in the UK, dirt cheap. It's really cheap. There's no excuse not to play it. It's an absolute bargain. Yes.
Bargain, mate.
Yes.
We say dirt cheap. I thought you'd say like cheap as chips or whatever.
I mean,
Yeah.
certain Brits say cheap as chips, but I think that's more of a stereotype.
It sounded better when you said it.
That's right in there with Cheerio, old chap, and spiffingly good. We don't use that.
I love hearing it. I love hearing it.
And also, welcome to all of you in the chat. I see a lot of people in there now. Hello, Marta. Hello, Radio Sega. Hello, Thought Police. I've not seen you before, Thought Police, but you seem to be talking about Shenmue 3, so you're definitely a fan. Welcome, guys. Hope everyone's well. I see someone using the emote of my face. Don't use that, please. And music is loud. Really? The music's loud? Hang on. Let me make the music lower. Where's the music? Let's make it really low. In fact, actually, wait. If I go to the game screen.
Apparently they can barely hear me. I doubt that. I'll just speak louder. It's fine.
Can you hear? Guys, yeah. Just tell us. Can you hear everyone properly, except for me?
What
just
up?
Ignore me. Everyone say hello, one by one.
Hi, hello. Am I loud enough? How's it going?
Imran.
Hey, am I loud enough? Is this
Corey.
okay? I hope it is.
Hello. Have you seen any sailors around here?
Waiting for that. Alex.
Hello.
Right. So hopefully the audio is okay. Let us know. If not, then I don't know what to do. Don't ask me. I just work it. So I don't know. Music is louder, way louder. Is that right? That's the game music. Hang on. Let me lower the game music because that's actually the intro on repeat. Bear with me. I'll be back in a sec.
Begins.
I mean, the game's already at 10% audio, so I'll drop that down even further
Wow.
to 5%.
5%.
How's that? Let us know how that is.
We'll get all the way to the point where all background music is exterminated. We can get rid of it completely, and it will just be us.
I mean, if you have to, yeah. Right. Let's bring up and let's also make sure the game is working properly as well. Bear with me. Alex, do you want to try and press a button on your controller and make sure it's working?
I will attempt a button press.
That didn't work, did it? No. Oh,
No.
We're on the main menu.
Hang on. Let's see. It's
Press A. Yeah, that worked.
The noise.
Did it work?
It did.
Oh.
Can you move left and right?
Yep. There we are.
We
oh,
are.
Man.
We're good.
that.
Again, guys, let us know about the audio levels. Let us know if it's all okay. So I guess first question for Corey is how long ago was this game for you when you started recording and finished recording? In fact.
Oh, wow. Are we talking about the franchise in general?
We're talking about OG Dreamcast Shenmue here.
Yeah. Wow. That was another lifetime ago, it feels like.
I can't tell if
let's
Adam's
see.
trying to show his T-shirt or take it off. What is it?
No, you were talking about Dreamcast. I was giving them a visual.
Ah,
All right.
you look like you were
All right.
hiding your
I just-
beard for a second.
No, I'm not like I'm not. Okay, Corey's the prima donna between the two of us. I wasn't gonna let him talk and be like take my shirt off and be like, no, pay attention to me. Check out
Anyway,
the wins,
Corey,
everybody. No.
apologies, Corey. Please continue. Sorry.
Yeah, so I mean, literally, I was like, yeah, I was a different person. It was like 20 years ago, right? So, man, the first time I went there was 2000. Oh wait, Man, it's been so long. I'm actually having a hard time remembering. When was the first time that I actually showed up in Japan? I'm gonna say it was actually 1999 or 2000. Adam.
Game came out in 2000 in North America, 99 in Japan.
So it must have been, they had me
That's
there.
the best I can do to help you narrow that one down.
They must have had me there because I wasn't there. No, I must have been there after the holidays in 2000. So I must have been there in 2000. The second time I was there was 2001, and it was because. Man, it's been so long ago. I don't even remember anymore. It's like literally been 20 years ago. And it's like, I can't even remember the time. I remember it was hot, so it was definitely summertime. So
I'm going with an executive order here. It was summer of 99. I'm making that call. Because I think they recorded the Japanese audios shortly before they recorded you guys, from what I vaguely remember.
Whoa!
hearing.
Did they record the English first?
No.
No.
Japanese was first.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
But they did them in the
had,
studio space.
Yeah, because
Sorry,
we
Alex.
even had,
Alex, please continue
Japanese
the game.
in the
Sorry,
studio
you
for
can
us.
start.
Oh, continue or start?
Oh no, as in start playing. Can carry on. I think everyone's done with the title screen. Sorry, please continue. Sorry.
Oh yeah, so what I was saying is that yeah, they even had some of the Japanese for us as the English voice actors as some of the inspiration. So Japanese was definitely recorded first, and I think Adam is right. I was there in the summer of '99, because that's what I can remember. I remember the feelings. I remember it being hot. I remember. And I just couldn't remember if it was 2000 or 99. It's got to be 99.
Right.
So
Sounds
thank
like
you,
when-
Adam, for helping me.
No
Sounds like
problem.
when people describe an alien abduction. I remember it was hot and there were lights.
I know, and I
there was-
just move.
There was big equipment everywhere, and it was rods and things, and it scared me.
They made me say the same thing over and over.
I see.
There was-
Yes, I do
they're all-
see. Yes, I am looking for sailors. Yes, it's fine.
And they're all speaking a language I didn't understand.
So were you, for those who don't know, were you already living in Japan at the time, or did you go over there especially for this?
No, they did invite me over there, especially for this. I was living
Right.
in New York at the time, and I was actually going to college out there. And I was for something completely different. I was actually doing. I was a dance major in college, believe it or not, and I was studying ballet and modern dance. And I was looking for work. That's what it was. It was summertime was coming up, so I was going to start looking for some work. And there was an advertisement for the audition for Shenmue, and they wanted a couple of Americans to come over and voice the main characters, Shenhua and Ryo Hazuki. And so they took only two of us from New York, and they brought us over, and they set me up. I just lived there, and I was there for
Nice.
about 4 months, recording that whole project.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
I see.
So Adam and Imran, for those who don't know you, I know you both quite well now. Adam
Yeah, I'm sorry
is.
about
But no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
that. Yeah,
You know,
I'm
we
sorry that you have to tell us. Yeah.
So Adam, how we met Adam is my first year at Sega as a community manager. We found out, just as Alex said earlier, we found out that Shenmue 1 and 2 were getting a return, and we were like, holy moly, this is insane. I had to start looking for content creators because that's my job. and I found you just search for Shenmue on YouTube. The first name that comes up is Adam Koralik. So I reached out to him and I said, hey, I followed him from the Sega account and I saw him tweet like, Sega's following me, what the hell's going on? And then I reached out to him. I said, would you mind signing an NDA? And he kind of figured out where this was going. And I remember we were gonna announce the game live at Sega Fest in Tokyo in 2018, in March 2018. And I said, look, we wanna announce the game. Would you like to come out to Japan with us for the announcement? Same thing for Imran. Imran is a Sega alumni. He used to work at Sega in QA. He actually, I owe a lot of my career in the games industry to Imran because he was working in compliance.
I showed you what not to do. You did the opposite of what I did, so that's why you still got a career with Sega.
Hey, I still have to thank you for that. Right or wrong, I have to thank you for that. Because I worked in QA at Sega at the same time as Imran. I was failing working on Football Manager because I don't know anything about football. And he was like, hey, we need some people on the PS2 platform to test all our games and eventually PS3 and PSP. And I was like, yeah, okay. And he took me under his wing, taught me all these complicated Sony specific terms that no one will ever understand. And all he would drum on about was Shenmue and Nintendo.
Well, this is
Nintendo
rather
and
generous
Shenmue were.
from you, Ibrahim.
Well, no, this is
the
the truth.
The truth is, I found that I could train you to do the things that I didn't want to do, which was basically any work, and so I got you to do the work whilst I was on
actually,
MSN Messenger
thinking about
talking to
it,
friends.
Thinking about it, I actually had to do all the memory card messages in the games. I remember now because of you. Yeah. He's. If you don't know who Imran Yusuf is, he's a I want to say it, famous comedian. You are an absolutely amazing comedian. It shocked us all when we were working in QA because I knew him from when he worked at Game in Harrow. That's how I knew Imran from before that. Turned out he dabbled in stand-up comedy and has been all over the place doing stand-up, and he's built a name for himself. And again, we were looking for people who are Shenmue fans to take out for the announcement, and his name popped up, and we were like, you know what? Funny thing is, Derek, our marketing manager at the time for the game when it was being released, he put together a small PowerPoint presentation of potential people to reach out to. I never saw that deck until after I suggested Imran, and Imran was already on there, so I knew we were on the same wavelength.
That feels like it was meant to be.
And we flew them out to Tokyo for the announcement, it was quite funny because we took them to the real life location of what's the name of the place? Sorry, it's not Skorogaoka.
Yokosuka, right?
Yokosuka, yes, which is where the game is set in the beginning. And
I actually bought this from Yokosuka.
You did. So this is the funny story: is we took these guys out there to take them on a tour and shoot a video. Turns out they'd both been there previously, and then they ended up being the ones taking us at Sega on a tour of the location. It was amazing.
I had actually been there 2 weeks prior to that.
That's insane. That's insane. Yeah, but yeah, guys, thank you, Corey, Imran, and Adam. Thank you so much again for taking your time out to be here on the stream.
Oh, happy to. Thanks for having us.
And I also have to thank Alex for taking out the time. He's a full-time dad and full-time Sega employee at the same time. So he gives up his evenings sometimes to be with us. So if you do see him dash off,
reluctant. Yeah.
Especially for this stream. But he is also driving the gameplay, so if you see any mistakes, it's him. No pressure, Alex.
We cannot be held responsible for poor Shenmue gameplay. We're not on that one.
There's no such thing. There's no such thing. There's no right or wrong way.
Really? Have you fought Chai in the arcade before? There's definitely a wrong way to do it.
Well, we probably won't get that far, but
I'm just talking about in general. Like that's the uber.
You guys don't even know. Like it can totally be different
version of me.
Oh god. Whoa, did we just get a raid?
We're raided.
How many raids did we get?
I don't know.
Hard Pretzel. Oh my god, Hard Pretzel, thank you so much for the raid. Bless you. How are you doing? We were watching your fake worm. Well, it looked like a Worms game, but not Worms. So we looked like I had a lot of fun playing it. I went on the stream earlier. I said, "What is this? Worms for ants?" Sorry, guys. Who else raided? I missed the chat because we were busy talking. Who else raided us?
I'm not sure. Just multiple apparently. But I don't
Oh
know.
my word! This is why I'm. See, this is why.
And all
This
the
is why we
raids
have.
thank Foz D and Hard Pretzel.
Hard Pretzel and Faz D. Faz D and Hard Pretzel. They are our.
Arcade Glasgow.
Oh,
raiding with
Arcade.
a
Yes,
party-
sorry, Arcade Glasgow. Yes, so a Shenmue streamer. Welcome.
There you
So
go.
a friend of the Sega channel. See, this is why one of the reasons why we have Marta on these streams, because she is so amazing at interacting with the chat while the rest of us do all the boring stuff like play the game. So apologies for Marta not being on this stream. I did say to her if she wanted to join the voice chat, she's welcome, but she was like, nah. She's like, no, it's not my place. But yeah, hello Marta. Hey, everyone say hello to Marta.
Hi, Marta.
Hey, Marta.
Hello.
Oh, you got a special one from Corey.
Marta is-
Hello.
I will interact with comments. I am happy to take a look at that. I know we saw a bunch of
Please,
praise.
no, guys, if anyone can see the chat, please stop at any time to say hello, because it's going
Super
crazy.
excited. Yeah, people are super excited that Corey's in here. A lot of questions for sailors. That, of course, is predictable. People I know that know me, thank you very much, Imran, for sure. Somebody give some love to Alex. That's not fair.
That's fine.
Everybody say hi, Alex. Just do it.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Hey, Alex.
Hello.
Hi, Alex.
There you go. People are saying hi, Alex. All right. It's been done. You're super famous now.
Corey,
So-
do you realize we're going to be pulling clips for every time you do a voice like that, right? We're just going to start. We need your
sweet.
permission.
Okay.
We just need your permission to use them on our social media channels. That's all. Oh, hey
I
guys.
guess I'll have to give you some permission.
He'll have
Right,
to
so-
contact his agent.
Whoever used hashtag Daytona, wrong stream, mate. This isn't. I mean, the best we can do is probably outrun and hang on, but that's.
You know
that's
what would be
about as
pretty
far-
good is that one day when we have Shenmue like 19, Ryo Hazuki's son will go into an arcade searching for his father's killer, and he'll play 8-player Daytona.
One of the other arcade games in Shenmue 19 needs to be Shenmue 1 and 2. Make it happen.
Crazy Taxi, surely. Crazy
There
Taxi.
you go.
House,
Yeah,
House of the
absolutely.
Dead, Scarlet Dawn, which will probably require its own disc.
Alex is about to. Oh, Alex, I thought you were going to get the Sega Saturn out.
I don't want to peak too early. Saturn from the future.
Are they the Sega
Yeah.
batteries?
They are, yeah.
Look at that detail. 4K detail there, ladies and gentlemen. So- As in 4
What's amazing
kilobytes.
is that I think artistically Shenmue still holds up because the color palette and the art direction is so solid in this game. Everything feels like it belongs, and it still looks great. I'm going to be. I think Shenmue 1 and 2, pound for pound, actually looks better than Shenmue 3. Like it just feels more Shenmue.
Budget
just
will do
a, Faz, can we give a shout out to C1X, please? He's another friend of the channel. He's a streamer. Adam, he's another Chicago. No, he's not Chicago. He's Texas. Sorry, Texas.
That's pretty
I keep
far
getting-
away.
So I work with I meet so many streamers, and they're all from different places. I get them mixed up. Like our moderator Faz and another streamer. I keep getting Bristol and Bolton mixed up, so forgive me for that. But yeah, sorry.
I was actually born in Texas, so I guess that.
Oh, well, there you go. So C1X, Corey is born and bred Texas, or at least born, maybe not bred, but
Well,
yeah, at
all
least
the way until I was 18, so.
oh, there you go. So born and bred. There you go. You heard it here.
What part of Texas?
Well, all over. I was born in Galveston. I lived out West Texas in a small nowhere place called Wimberley, which is in a part of Texas called the Devil's Backbone, which is really great when you're a kid and you can just like disappear out in snake-infested territory for like hours until the sun goes down, and then you eventually wander home and you were gone the whole day and your parents didn't care, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we like had four-wheelers and dirt bikes, and we did a lot of jumping of dirt ramps and stuff that we made, and that's my Texas experience. But I lived, when I was older, I lived in more city-ish areas. So you could say that I lived in San Antonio for, I guess, probably about a total of 6 years. That was the last, few years of my high school and all that kind of stuff. So I lived in San Antonio before I moved to New York.
I was in San Antonio earlier this year before all the bad stuff happened. And I was actually down there to play Streets of Rage 4 at PAX South.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. It's funny how it comes full circle.
Sorry, I think I know who I got confused with. Hard Pretzel, are you the one from Chicago? And please don't tell me you're not, because then I'm just going to go crazy. I know someone is from Chicago. Anyone from Chicago, say hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I know you're from Chicago.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still... It counts.
My God.
We've got pizza in the Home Alone house. Come on out.
Wait, Home Alone was set in Chicago?
Yeah. That
I
house is
didn't
a
know
real
that.
house. I've even been in it.
I kind
It's
of
up in
figured
the-
that was a real house. That's not like
It's-
that Titanic where they just built the front of it, is it?
It's up in a suburb called Winnetka. But the entire interior in the movie was built inside of a high school gym at a high school called New Trier. Worthless, pointless Home Alone knowledge. Enjoy.
That's it's easy to assume that they filmed inside the house because it was so well done. But no, I did not know it was actually it was built inside of a gym. Well,
Sorry, I'm going to do something unorthodox right now. I'm going to invite Hard Pretzel to the Discord because I want this fellow Chicago person to meet Adam. 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry,
Oh, cool.
I'm disrupting the stream, but Hard Pretzel is a huge Sega fan, so he might cry. I hope he doesn't, but I want to invite him to this. So, Hard Pretzel, if you're listening, which I guess you are, I'm going to invite you to the voice channel. Bear with me.
Oh, Hard Pretzel is yeah, I think he's getting quite excited there in the chat. It'll be amazing to have him on.
He's getting
Here he is. Hello, Hard Pretzel.
What happened? What is going on?
How are you doing?
What up?
Sorry, I'm getting my bearings here. I was just leaving my other stream and we were just. Oh, sorry, I'm hearing myself echo through the. Oh man, I sound terrible. I'm just gonna mute the stream. Okay. Hi.
It has just thrown off all the cameras, but I'll fix that. Bear with me.
Would you like me to hop on camera too? I'm actually wearing pants for once on a stream.
All right, you know what, Pretzel? You know what? I would say no usually, but yes, please join us.
All right, I'm
I'll
just
fix
boiling
it.
some tea right now, so.
Okay,
me a
but
sec.
let me bring this to one side so Alex can carry on playing. Sorry, Alex, I disturbed your gameplay.
all right.
I know you were in a really deep moment of the game there. Sorry.
This is.
That's okay.
He was
insane.
He was looking through his father's house trying to,
Yeah.
pay respects, and you're all
Yeah.
like, "Oh, let's get a hard pretzel." It's like,
Hey,
okay.
I'll pay respects too to Mr. Shenmue, right? That's his name.
Yeah, that's his name. he's actually a descendant of a Chinese whale.
I
So
see.
yeah,
I see.
and he really liked matches.
Uh,
That's pretty much his life.
I'm stuck on the matches, actually, it seems.
That's exactly my point.
Yeah.
He's really
They
into
are
those matches.
hypnotic.
Those were his dad's matches.
Oh, are you unable to? Oh yeah, sorry. I've taken over the computer again. Sorry. sorry for taking over my own PC. Sorry.
That's all right.
In fact,
Oh, I see.
while I do that, you
see
guys can
Mr.
watch
Hard
me fix it.
Pretzel.
I normally have at least a few hours to let out my screams before I interact with Sega. This is actually totally impromptu. So sorry if I sound like a giddish schoolgirl, because I basically am at this point.
Oh, bless. We love you
Fantastic.
so
Well-
much, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
If you have to, just record those so we can enjoy those later.
Oh, definitely. I was actually in a voice call with some friends of mine. We were finishing up our last stream. We were playing Worms. We were talking about the games industry in general and, our favorite games, how we play them. And we were complaining about how certain companies don't like backwards compatibility. The usual gamer chats.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I hear, because I have this stream playing kind of quietly, and all of a sudden I hear Ivs mention my name. And I'm like, oh no, what did I do this time? And then he says, I'm going to send an invite. And I'm like, oh, no. I gotta prepare myself. I got to make sure I'm wearing pants. I was like, oh, sweet. I'm already wearing pants. We're good.
Did you turn your camera on?
Yes, I did actually turn it on.
Okay, I'll make sure you get prime placement like Faz did.
But Actually, so you mentioned I am a Sega fan, but I'm a terrible Sega fan because I've missed out on so many great titles that I'm just so happy to get a chance to play
Okay,
now.
this next question is going to determine whether you're on the rest of the stream or not. Did you play Shenmue?
Okay. I actually just bought Shenmue. I bought it because you announced over Twitter. I'm assuming it was you on the Sega of Europe channel.
Bye,
The 75%
Pretzel.
off sale.
Bye.
Oh, goodbye. I just bought it and I'm ready to play it though. So we're here.
No, you're all good. You're all
I
good.
played a little bit of it though, because our friend of ours did have a Dreamcast and he played Shenmue, and I got my butt kicked by some of the first early fights. I had no idea what I was doing, so I have played it, but I didn't really play it. I played it at a friend's house. Doesn't really count.
So
That's
counts.
why
You played
I'm
it.
excited. That's why I'm so excited to actually give this game a full run through, because hey, you know, it's on Steam, 75% off, and it's like that was the quickest purchase I've ever made on Steam before.
Yeah, it is time.
Even faster than that, you know, $1 Sonic Generations stunt. That was instantly just bam. I just like, oh, Shenmue's 75% off. Done. It was like, I think in American it was $7.50. I think.
Oh, there you go. That's how
the
much
most
it is for people
amazing
asking
games
in the
of all
chat.
time. Oh hey.
And
so
I've
I
just
guess
messed
my
up.
new
I
name
just
is
messed up.
Imran Yusuf.
No. I've just messed up the cameras again. Again, it's not a Sega stream unless everything goes wrong. All right, we have a reputation. That is one of them.
We've completely confused Ine-san here.
I'm
has
getting some
no
tags in the
idea what
chat.
to do.
I got a Bika
really
saying
wants
play
to look at those
Shenmue.
matches.
Yes, I am gonna play Shenmue. I'm gonna do a Kiwami either Thursday or Friday, and so whichever day I'm not doing Kiwami, I'm gonna be doing Shenmue. So that's how my streams work. I don't even know what I'm gonna play until I start playing it. And then Pixel saying thank you for buying things in the sale, and I went crazy on the summer Steam sale. Spent way too much, but it's good. I got great games.
Oh, is that Pixel Shark?
Yes. She's in
Yeah,
the chat.
everyone, please say hello to Pixel Shark. She's our digital marketing princess, is the word, I think, not queen, not quite queen yet. She's our digital marketing princess. She's responsible for with Derek for basically our digital sales. When you see a Steam promotion, she's the one who is responsible for letting the rest of us know what's going on, so we don't just lose our minds when we find out a game has just dropped in price for no reason. Basically.
Oh, well, hello.
Corey,
Thank you very much, Pixel. Shark.
Corey, I think you would have met Derek when you did the VO for our promotional material for Shenmue 1 and 2. I don't know if you remember when we did it remotely.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was a while ago. Now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry. I'm just playing
I've met
Tetris
Derek
with your
before.
cameras. All right. I do love you, Pretzel, but you don't deserve to be on there twice. Sorry.
I'm not even sure I deserve to be on here once.
You
so
do,
I'm
you do,
taking
you
all
do.
I can get.
You are one of our moderators for the Sega channel, and you are a friend of Sega. We love you. Don't worry.
Hey, I do what I can. I mean, the community themselves, they moderate themselves at this point.
It's true. We're lucky to work with one of the best communities ever. And I always say this before, as a community manager for Sega, it's really strange because we have so many different communities within the Sega community, whether it's fans of Shenmue, fans of the retro games, fans of Football Manager, fans of Total War. It's amazing seeing them all come together. Right, Alex, I've wasted enough of your time. I will bring it back.
That's all right.
1 second.
Yeah, you've really confused Ine-san. She's like,
There you go.
out of the house.
She is a very
Get a
patient
job.
lady, though.
It's like after all that, it's like, you even gonna pick them up? Nah, don't need them. Okay, now
One of the,
she's
speaking
fucking-
of the Shenmue community, one thing I saw was absolutely insane was the moment this game was on pre-order for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. People were not only double dipping, quadruple dipping. They were buying 6 copies of the game just to make the game a success, because these are the people who you know spent loads of their money and passion to donate for the Kickstarter for Shenmue 3. These people are amazing.
Wow.
Chat says
I
have
love this
12
flashback
copies.
in the game. This is like, I got really emotional when I first saw this. It was amazing.
Yeah, I think this is only accessible on day 1 of the game, and then after that, you can't see it again.
Oh,
The same with the one that's outside under the cherry tree.
Yeah, I'm sort of got one eye on the chat 'cause I'm sort of trying to tread the line between, you know, clicking on absolutely everything and also getting to a different part of the game. But I know there can be people saying, "Go to the tree, go to the tree, get the batteries, find the cockroach in the fridge," just all this stuff.
Yeah, it's like when I was playing Wonder Boy with Kev the other day. You stopped me. Hey, if you go over here on top of the house and jump, you'll find some gold. It was really, really fun with that guy. Wonder Boy's a great game, but I don't know if it can compete with Shenmue. I'm gonna find out this week.
Oh, you are in for a whole entire world, man. This game is something else.
Like, it's so nice being able to play all these games I missed out on growing up.
That crowbar there, that doesn't come to any use. Is that a crowbar?
That's
On the
gotta be a
right?
shoehorn. It's gotta be, or is it?
Keep a crowbar just in case.
The Japanese aren't really known for having crowbars like in their entryway.
Take this. You might need it.
Oh my gosh. Here's an interesting thing. Do you think, wouldn't it be interesting if we could actually physically build Ryo's house? Like, that should be a project.
I mean, you can. You know, you can. It's made out of wood.
Yeah,
Wood is
wouldn't that be
real.
a great? His entire property. Like, we should start a Kickstarter to make the Hazuki residence property that you can go and visit and play a Sega Saturn in under a 1980s television that has no start connection.
Yes.
Tell you
I was
what,
gonna
dude,
say,
you're
so the Saturn has to be there with an old television, right?
Oh, Adam, speaking of the Saturn.
Yes.
Speaking of the Saturn, do you want to explain what Yu Suzuki-san said to a fan when he asked about the Saturn?
I will, sure, but just for
Yeah,
everyone's
please,
sake,
please.
You're the successful stand-up comedian. When you have like Chris Rock money, go ahead and build this, and everyone will enjoy it. You're the only one of us who has a shot at that. As for the Sega Saturn, Yu Suzuki, at one time he was doing an AMA for Shenmue 3 promotion, and people were like, "So what's the deal with the Saturn? Is it like a state about time travel? Does it say that it's going to be a big factor coming in?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. Let's go with that." There's no reason to have a Saturn that's in 1986.
A couple more people I need to give a shout out to. Thorman Gander, welcome, another friend of Sega channel. Damocles, who we also call Democles, he is also part of the Sega family. Used to work at Sega, but now works at Creative Assembly, who is part of Sega. Welcome. Who else do we have here? We have plenty of people. My God, there's so many of you today. Solarfield, welcome. Skill Jim, hello. Oh my God, there's so many of you.
You guys are awesome. Thanks for joining.
All of you are amazing. Bika-chan. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's not the real Buffy, is it?
I think we've had it confirmed that it definitely is.
It is the real
Sarah
Buffy.
Michelle Gellar
Okay.
hangs out in here with us.
I've heard there's been arguments on Martyr's stream about who's better between Spike and Angel. And we'll not have that conversation here. We'll keep that to Martyr's channel.
We're not gonna have that conversation here.
No, it's because you're here now. We're not going to have that conversation.
Oh man, I ruined it.
It's why I invited
My
you.
wife
so we
definitely
don't
has
have-
an opinion on that.
All right, all right, go on, Corey. Explain. You can talk. You're our guest.
Oh, are we still talking about Buffy, the Vampire Slayer, and who's better
Yeah.
between Angel and Spike?
Yes, you get to
she
speak.
She just yelled. She just yelled from across the room right now. She goes, "Spike!"
Okay, and we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there.
Yeah, it's not even a question for her. You know, it's just. First of all, I've seen the. Oh man, for any. Oh, I can't say because of spoilers, right? For anybody who hasn't seen Buffy, yeah, go watch it. But yeah, there's quite a long story and history between the characters, so go and enjoy that. I think she's a fan of their particular story arc and how it ends and all that kind of stuff. So
Right.
I'm just looking at the Hazuki residence and just trying to figure out how much money it's going to take.
Dude, I'm telling you, get it done. Do a couple big gigs, blow up. That's the easy part. Then you build the house.
well, you also have to do the dojo and everything that goes along
Yeah,
with
and
the
the
dojo as well.
yeah, exactly. Without revealing too much about the entirety of the dojo, but yeah, absolutely, he's right. Also, there's no shower or bar or actual bathroom, so I'd save a bit of money, wouldn't I?
Yeah, oh yeah. You don't have to put any plumbing in. It'll be great.
Didn't he wear the
Plus
entire
the-
like?
the
He went through
easier
the first two games with one set of clothes, right? He doesn't change them.
Yep. That's the other easy part is you just have to kidnap Corey and dress him in a leather suit, and that's it. Like, you know, he just walk around the house talking all the time.
I don't know. I thought it was
We
like
have another friend of the Sega channel, but Pretzel, I'll let you introduce her, Luna Snowflake. Do you want to give a shout out?
Luna Snowflake is probably one of the greatest people I have ever had the pleasure of meeting on
So
Twitch
sweet,
lately.
so sweet.
I ran into her once on a raid. She's been a very, very active member in the community. Sorry if you hear a car driving by. I live next to a highway. But she's an amazing artist. She's so sweet. She truly loves everybody she meets. She's got a huge heart, way bigger than me. Makes me want to improve my own heart. We actually raided her last night, and I just sat there and we were just chilling.
I think we all broke when that happened. Yeah, she's amazing.
Yes, I was trying to be more delicate. I didn't want to say that Ibs was in tears because I don't want to imply that on his own stream.
No, we accused each other of being in tears, so it's fine.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for giving the shout out, Damocles.
Yeah,
I mean Damocles, sorry.
Imran, just to confirm, there is a commode here.
Oh yes, there is a toilet. I was aware that there is a squatting,
a squatty potty.
WC. A squatty potty. I've not heard that before.
Yeah.
I like that. Squatty potty.
No, squatty potty is an actual thing. It's an actual step you can get for your toilet so that you squat. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, right. Not sponsored by Sega.
No. Cross-brand synergies. Excellent. Good.
Oh, you did not do a poll. It's not. The poll's not about Buffy, is it? Oh, okay. Damocles. Right. Good. I think we've said enough. I think we said all we had to say about Spike.
So I'm watching the actual chat, guys. I'm reading everything you're saying, just so you know. It's mostly
My
about
mind's
potties.
running at a million miles an hour. I have no idea.
It's about
I don't know
cheese,
how
potty.
you guys do it. You pro streamers and reading all of the chat when there's like over 100 people in here. I don't know how you do it. And this is one of the things I keep telling Marta is whenever she does a stream, whether it's a Sega one or her own, she's like, she wants to just hug everyone and welcome everyone and just squeeze them. And we're like, Marta, we've got a game to play. We've got a stream to do. And she's like, okay, 1 minute, 50 names later, 1 minute, 1 minute, 50 names later, 1 minute.
Well, do I know my secret of dealing with all these people in chat?
Turn
I
it
don't
off.
have this many people in chat. I'm not popular, so it's okay.
Oh,
I can
don't
deal
be
with all
silly.
these
I've
in my
seen
chat.
more than 4 people at least.
Yeah, it's nothing like this. This is just a huge, dream come true right here on the Sega channel.
Oh, so we had like I said, we
dream
had
was cast. Get it? Ha!
Oh. Do you know what the best part of that was? Was the straight face afterwards.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Pull that out of a holster, man.
I'm pinching myself, literally. I'm not scratching myself. I'm pinching myself because we have Corey here with us, and he's hardly, the poor guy's hardly got a word in. We're just talking amongst ourselves. So,
Just saying, are you glad Corey's here? I am. Are you? Yes, I am as well. But don't let
Yes.
him talk.
Corey's like, well, hang on, Corey. Thanks for being here. That's
oh, Indeedy just raided with 22. I get it right. Cookies. Imran, I don't know if you remember Deanne. She was working QA with us at the same time.
You know what? I didn't know anyone else who wasn't on the standards team, basically.
Oh, right. Okay. You just cordoned yourself off.
This-
Right. So Deanne was...
I'm kidding.
Oh, my God. You never tell when you're serious. So, yes, Deanne, welcome. Or Indeedy. Yeah. Oh, he does know. Okay. Right. Fine. Yeah. So Deanne was my fiance. William Lee.
Oh, William Lee. Oh, yeah. He's yes. If I remember correctly, William Lee is also a comedian, or at least used to do it, like a time ago. Is that correct?
From Australia, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. What a small world. Well, I hope you're both doing well. Wow. What a small world this is.
Koki says, I love the video I did with Ben Heck. Yeah, thank you for watching that. I don't know
Oh,
if I
that
can
was
mention
the. You can mention that. That's the Sega
I
Pluto,
can?
wasn't it? Yeah.
There you go.
of course
Yeah.
You can. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, can I talk about the Sega Pluto?
Well, this is a Shenmue stream, so bear in mind.
So we'll just say that I did a video about the Sega Pluto. I will eventually be doing another one.
You know
Let's just
what? You
leave
know
it
what? In fact, instead of people having to explain it now, we'll give a link to your channel, and then people can go and see it for themselves. How about that?
Sure. I have a previous video on it.
You had to think about it for a second, like, wow, do I need to delete some videos before all these people go to my channel?
No. I have to remember, because I've done one video on the Sega Pluto already. I'm doing another one later, but because of travel restrictions and all that, I can't finish it.
Ah, yes, of course, yeah. And Ben Heck is amazing. He made
awesome,
the portable. I think he made the portable Dream. Was it the portable Dreamcast or N64? It was N64.
I think he did both, probably just for fun.
Like an
He's
actual
an
handheld
interesting
version.
guy. Yeah, when you hang out with him, like you walk into his house and he's like, "Here's some stuff I made. I just designed this board. It's like it does all this. I don't know why." Like he was like talking about he's doing a convention and he's like he's showing us this like board and he's like it's this little mini game you can connect it. It's like a micro PC. You can plug it in. And I'm like, "What's its purpose?" He's like, "Oh, these are going to be the badges at my convention." I'm like, what?
Guys, you guys in the chat, this is your chance. If you got a question for Corey, fire them away in the chat, and we'll see if we can get any of them answered within reason, guys. No sailor questions either. I think he doesn't. I think we're a couple of decades late for the sailor question though.
Yeah, we get it. He doesn't know where the sailors are. It's unfortunate. He never figured that one out. If you go to the real Yokosuka, you realize he didn't try that hard because they're everywhere. So that was just a mess up. What's your favorite video game?
Oh, good question, Thormaganda.
So I've talked about this a couple of times, and probably the game that did it for me was the game that we had here in the States was Final Fantasy 3, right? And that was 6 for everybody else, right? So that was probably the one that, the thing is that was a big RPG game that it's one of the first games that I really dove into, right? It's kind of like how Shenmue is, right? Where you go on this journey and this quest, and it's kind of like reading a book or whatever. You kind of leave your reality for a while. And yeah, I remember that was the first game that I ever did stupid things too, like try to get all of my characters to level 99, try to get all of their, every time they made a hit, it was 9,999 hits every time. You know what I mean? I just try to do stupid stuff like that. So yeah, it was the first game that I think I played the hell out of. So that was Final Fantasy 3. I think probably has to do it for me, just because that me and my friend sat down and really just we spent too much time playing that game. So I think it's just because it brings back so much memories and so much nostalgia. I have to say that. Yeah.
I heard from someone in the neighborhood that you almost got
run over by a car. Final Fantasy.
Indeed, he's asking
There's more
which
questions
which Shenmue did you prefer, 1 or 2? I mean, we'll say which one did you prefer working on?
Tell me about what happened with that car.
Which was a better
Did I
experience for
prefer
you?
working on?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Well, I'm gonna say 1, because because it's the first time that I had been to Japan. I was living there, so just that experience itself was insane. But everybody that I had worked with on Shenmue 2, I had already met in Shenmue 1. So it's like, all of the really amazing people that I met who worked on it, I also met during 1 as well. Being able to experience the game for the first time. They gave me a Dreamcast, and they gave me a disc with Shenmue 1 with the Japanese on it with English subtitles. And I was able to play that while I was voicing as well. So I was kind of getting all of these experiences and all of this input all at the same time. So if you're asking me which one was my favorite to work on, definitely 1, just because there was so much that I was able to soak up and experience all at once.
Nice.
Cool. That's a I didn't. Maybe you didn't realize at the time just how magical that moment was. But you know, the way that you tell it to us, it feels like we're there with you. You know, they gave you a Dreamcast, they gave you the game in Japanese, and then you created the voice of Ryo from those things. And you know, when we think of Ryo now, we think of you. You are his voice.
Yeah,
It's true.
you know,
It's
when
true.
they brought me over to Sega headquarters, they brought me back and showed me the development area and the people who were coding the games and the stuff they had built already. But then they showed me all of the research that they had done and all of the details that they had put into the game as well. So they had, you know, books of characters. They had even like I guess like binders, like whole reams, large binders with just, I would flip and they would show me renderings that they had done with just different buildings, even if it were just a house or a multi-story building or something like that, stuff they had built. They showed me all of the random characters, and that's everybody from main characters even all the way down to every street vendor. They showed me their picture, their name, a little bit about them, something about their personality, their blood type, all of that information was, they had just character, another one, character, and then they had all of that information laid out before I had even gotten there. Obviously, they had built all this ahead of time, so for them to have even just a little bit of information about their personality or who they are, where they came from, that sort of thing, about every single character. I mean, every kid, every shop owner, you know what I mean? They kind of introduced me to all that stuff, and that's when I kind of realized, I was like, oh wow, this is different. You know what I mean? Like this game's a little different than anything I've experienced before.
Someone asked, are you aware of the Shenmue pilgrimage and have you been on it?
I have not been on the pilgrimage, no. Wow, let's make that happen. And you know what? COVID has, it's been kind of rough, so
Yeah.
maybe after all of this is over, that would be a really great thing to go on. Yeah, I would love to go on that pilgrimage.
I'll be your
I
guide.
have not personally been on it.
In fact, Adam, being the guide, Adam, do you want to explain what the pilgrimage is for Shenmue?
Right. So typically, most people like. I think James Reiner is in the chat right now, and he could tell you all about this. But most people go there as some sort of like spiritual thing to be like, oh, this is where the game is. You go to Yokosuka and in Japan, you go to Dobuita Street and you look at all that stuff like we did for the video. But to a lot of Shenmue fans, it's like this thing that they need to do to feel connected to it. I can't speak to Imran's experience. Mine was accidental. I went there for the first time by mistake. I wasn't supposed to be there. So mine was kind of ruined, but it worked out because when we went, I was like, yeah, I already know this place. Let's go. But Corey, we'll go sometime, and
Sweet,
and then you can ask actual sailors where they are. It'll be wonderful.
That'd be fantastic. I would love that. We got to get that on video too.
Dude, all right. So, all right, I tried to do that. Actually, I found a guy. I actually asked him if he would be willing to take, like, when Shenmue 1 and 2 came out, the re-release. I was in Yokosuka, and I tried to get one to like take a photo with it and say like "sailors found" or whatever. And he was like, "We're not allowed to take photos when we're in uniform." And I was like, "Ah." Yeah. But trust me, I tried. I thought of the same thing.
So yeah, a lot of people go on this pilgrimage, and what they do is that they follow Hazuki's journey, right? So they start in Yokosuka, and then they make their way to all the different towns, and then they make some of the. I remember, yes, some of them take their journey goes over to China as well, and they do as much as they can over there. And they basically follow Hazuki's journey from where he starts in his home over to his where we find him actually currently.
The thing is, I only know a handful of people who actually did like the Guilin trip, because it's much harder to get to Guilin, China, than it is to get to Yokosuka, Japan. Like much harder. So most people
just have to have a lot of time or a lot of money on that one.
But I've actually been to the American side of Yokosuka, like where the base is, so I can actually see where all the sailors that like you fought all the time came from. That was pretty cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Maybe you could at least challenge somebody to an arm wrestle. That'd be kind of cool.
That you might be able to do that on the American side. I'm not sure about the Japanese side. I don't know.
Someone's asking, tell us about how you felt when you were recording. Your experience.
That is a hard question, because if you can imagine being a big fan of games myself, it's mind-blowing. It's incredible, right? So you feel like being able to enter that, the whole world, the system, everything that they set up, being able to just jump into that and be the main character on a game is incredible. You know what I mean? So I've played games my entire life. You know what I mean? My brother had an Atari, and that was my first experience of playing games at home. I played games in the arcade all the time. I wasted I don't know how much money in the arcade, and then loving games throughout all the consoles. My friend would buy a different console than I would. Like he ended up getting his Saturn, and I had my Super Nintendo, so we could play each other's games. We go over to our respective houses. So he'd come over, and like I said, we'd play Final Fantasy and all these other games, Mario and all that stuff, and then go over there and play Sega or Sonic and everything else. So we planned it that way so we could get, we couldn't buy both systems. We didn't have that kind of money when we were that young. So just to be able to be a part of something that you love. The thing is that I've done I'm an entertainer, and I've done that my entire life. I've done, stage. I mentioned before I was a professional dancer. I've been in TV and commercials and film and everything else, and I really love that, and I really enjoy that. But being in games is really the ultimate for me, because it's on another level. So entertainment is me, and it's who I am, but it's hard to put into words how exciting it was for me to be a part of a game. And then for it to be Sega, which was also incredible. And then when they introduced me to the game itself, and I thought, like, wow, like, these are the kind of games that I've been waiting for. I've been like, when are the games going to come out where you can just talk to anybody? Because a lot of times, you have cutscenes, or you can talk, and then sometimes you have words, and I'm like, why can't you just do voiceover? Why can't you just do voiceover the whole time? So when they showed me Shenmue, I was like, that's it, man. This is the kind of game that I've been waiting for. It's like, it's definitely time. We've been seeing games getting better and better all the time, and then when I saw Shenmue, I was like, yes, that's it. And then I realized, like, oh shit, I get to be a part of that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's hard to put into words how just incredibly excited I was, but just I felt like, how could this be happening to me? Why did I deserve to be here? Why am I here? I kind of felt like, oh, I've been working on everything. All of my experience has gone into that moment, but I just felt just incredibly lucky and really humbled to be a part of something so wonderful. So it's hard to quantify, but hopefully I could give you some idea of what was the emotions that were just flowing out of me, being able to participate and be a part of this game.
That's amazing. Solar Field is basically saying that he's from France, or Belgium, sorry, and he didn't speak English. The game wasn't obviously in any other language but English. Basically, you've been a big part of him learning English. He learned English through playing the game, through your voice, Corey.
I saw that comment. That's amazing.
That's so sweet. Like this, how that just shows how much of an impact you've had on not just one person's life, but so many people. We hear this a lot with our Yakuza games as well, because Yakuza wasn't translated. The first one was, but the subsequent ones were only in English subtitles, and people had to learn, the language to play it. We're slowly starting to bring more of our games to our European language audience, but just seeing that how much of an impact you've had on someone's life and learning a language through a game. Even my wife says that she used to watch English movies to learn English, but to see that you've been part of this journey in this person's life to learn English and through your voice, that's incredible.
Yeah. That is interesting. I've definitely heard that story a lot, which is great, being able to experience other cultures through games. There's a lot of that's been able to happen recently, and really Shenmue is it is a study in culture, right? So I feel happy that a lot of people were able to learn English through that game, but we're also able to understand a Japanese way of life, right? Like who he is as a person, who his family is and structure, and family and friends and all that kind of stuff. You're able to really understand a bit more of culture that way. So people have also told me that Shenmue has changed their lives in such a way that I loved Shenmue so much that I decided that I was going to make it my career. I was like, so they decided to make video games for a living. They decided to go into acting. They decided to, or maybe they did the Shenmue pilgrimage, right? And then maybe somebody like Adam Koralik loves.
It only took me
so
a
much
few years to learn my last name. It was wonderful.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's because you let me get away with it for so long.
It was like 5 years of pronouncing my last name wrong, and I was just like, it's cool, it's Corey.
but we have a lot of people who are now like streamers or people who are content creators or whatever it may be because of Shenmue. And I again, it's like I feel so humbled to be a part of that somehow. That a game that I had the privilege to voice has changed so many people's lives in so many ways. It's just incredible. So not only are people learning English to maybe improve their life in some way, just learning another language is great, but being able to maybe put that toward their career as well. Maybe that helped advance where they went in their life because they were able to learn multiple languages and all that kind of stuff, because English is an important language to learn in business, stuff like that. So it's crazy. I'm really happy that somehow I could be a part of that.
So a flip side to that was that the exploration of this sort of version of Japan, which for me was when I was about 14 or so, was part of the reason why I did Japanese as a degree, and ultimately it's partly that that got me my job at Sega. So you've been part of the path that got me here as well.
Yeah, look at that. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. That's crazy. I love that. So I'm going to be sticking around for a few more minutes if anybody has any questions for me.
Well, I've been actually taking notes on some of the interesting questions I've seen going through the chat. That's why I've been looking down so much. But
I thought you were just getting bored, Pretzel. Fire away, Pretzel.
Okay, so my shorthand I've been writing on this card that nobody can read, but so one that we got from Arcade Glasgow, if I am reading my own handwriting right, it said any advice for new and aspiring voice actors, and I'm assuming this means like what kind of challenges did you go through, what kind of tips would you offer to somebody who's going brand new into voice acting? Because I know in the chat we have lots of people who are trying to get into voice acting.
Yeah. The thing is that you really have to do the work, as they say, right? So it's not too complicated. Basically, you need to take some classes, right? The thing is that it depends on what you want to do too. If you want to do like animation, I would actually. And I know a lot of people don't believe me when I say this, but I would suggest that you actually do move to either Austin for animation or Los Angeles for a whole plethora of things, including video games. Because the thing is that if you can get somebody into a professional studio, like there's so many actors running around LA that you can just pick up a stone and hit a random person. It's probably going to be an actor. So the thing is that when you're doing a big game and stuff like that, you really need to be in studio. It's not going to be remote. A lot of people think that they can just do everything remotely. And yes, there is a lot of work out there that you can do from your home in Nebraska or wherever. But a lot of times they're going to want to bring you into studio because then they can control everything, the atmosphere, the mic, everything's going to be absolutely perfect. Because if you think about it, like if you have a big game and you have one guy in Jersey, one guy in Nebraska, and one guy in New York, they're all using different mics, the room sounds differently, all that kind of stuff. Like you're not, like one person talking to another person is going to sound completely different no matter what the other guy on the board is doing.
Yeah.
So you do have to be in a big hub like Los Angeles. So that's first off. Second of all, yeah, you need to take your classes, you need to and then start to just know people. You know what I mean? Like I know that also sounds kind of stupid or weird or whatever, but
No, it makes sense. Total sense.
No,
Yeah.
that's completely true. Yes.
yeah,
That's
like
the name of
all
the game.
it's just like all of your friends need to be voice actors. You know what I mean? Like everybody that you know, it's like you know, even board guys, people who work mix all the sound and all that kind of stuff. It's just like
Yeah.
we're all pretty decent people, you know what I mean? So it's not like you have to be like pretend to like this person or anything. No, there's a bunch of really cool people out there. So go find friends, you know. But another thing too is that you can do the same thing on social media as well. So go find all the people who are working in the industry and just go follow them and just like hang out with them online, and don't be like crazy stalker, but just be like just make comments and all that kind of stuff so people know who you are. And that could be anybody. That could be voice directors, that could be producers, and that could be anything else, you know what I mean? So those are the kind of things that I recommend. But yeah, you really do have to. It's not like you can walk into LA and somebody's like, oh yeah, I know a guy, do you want to go work? We're doing some voiceover stuff right now. It's more like you know what I mean? It's just do the obvious things, like learn to be a voice actor, learn to act, you know, that kind of stuff. It's definitely gonna
play the game.
Gotta do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't understand. It's like, yeah, you gotta, you know, you gotta train, you gotta do your thing, you know. So
Pretzel, do you want to
Think
just
of like
get
the
one
Rocky
more?
montage for voice acting.
One more.
Yeah, one more question.
Okay, so there's another really cool one on here, which I think is just kind of just be one that I'd love to hear you ramble on a little bit, because
okay.
if I'm pronouncing the name right and if I wrote it right on my card here, we had Falcon Olini wrote, like, what's your favorite memorabilia you've collected over the years
Good one.
related to Shenmue? Like souvenirs you've picked up, places you've gone, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I was gifted with a couple of things from Sega, and they gave me several shots that they had created themselves that are not actually in the game, but sort of things that nobody's ever seen before, that kind of thing. And I have never showed them or anything like that. I've kind of teased it a couple of times, but I think that it kind of shows, or maybe where some of the ideas of where the story was going and all that kind of stuff. So I have several things like that. But yes, I do have the watch as well, the famous Shenmue watch that
Nice.
they gave me, and I have one of those. Actually, I'm looking at the box that it's currently in right now, and yeah, that's something that I have to, you know, I keep taking out from time to time, and I look at it and I treasure it and I put it on my wrist, and then I put it back, you know. But yeah, I do have that watch, so.
So before
Alex, I
you
just
do
wanna
go,
say-
sorry,
I
go
was
on,
just
go
gonna
on,
say,
Alex.
I just want to say to Alex, I want to say that I always do what you do, where Fukusan's like minding his own business, and I go in and I turn his lights off and leave.
Yep.
Sorry, Corey, I know you do have to go now, but before you go, Thulman Ganda's asking, could you do any voices for us?
Any voices?
Yeah.
Just like Hazuki?
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah.
most likely, yeah.
So,
That's most likely what they're looking for. Yeah.
so if we're gonna end on that, I'll give you my tagline, which is probably gonna go on my gravestone someday, and it's "Let's get sweaty."
Yes.
How about that?
Amazing.
Yes. Faz, can you clip that, please? Again,
I thought we were gonna go for hashtag sailors found. I thought that was what we were putting on your grave eventually.
I was scared he was going to go hashtag save Shenmue 4, but let's not go there.
You said it. You said it,
Yeah.
not us.
Here we
He
go.
said it. The actual guy was
Shenmue 4
All
is
right, go ahead, start
confirmed.
retweeting. Take that out of context and start tweeting it all over the place. I'm
Oh,
sure
just
that'll
like you,
work
Adam, to
exactly
twist
the way
that.
You think it'll work.
You know what? Let's go, baby. Shenmue 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all in one go. Come on, let's do it.
No, forget Shenmue 4. Jump straight to 5. It'll be awesome.
But Corey, thank you so much for taking out your time in your day to be with us. It's been an amazing.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fans in the chat who've been watching, and they're so grateful for you to be here. We're grateful. We're all fans here. Thank you so much.
Seriously, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
It's been great, and always
it's been great hanging out with you guys.
Always welcome. I mean, you know, maybe Shenmue will go on sale again, and we'll have you on again. We'll see.
Let's do it.
But no, let's not make
Sure.
it about the sale. Let's make it, you know, whenever you can come. It's always a pleasure to have you. A lot of really
Well, when
insightful things
Shenmue
you've been
4
saying.
is announced, we'll do another one.
Sorry, when Shenmue 4 is, you mean if, right?
No,
Unless you know something we don't.
I said
I love all
I
these
said
clips
when.
that we're totally going to use out of context. It's going to be amazing.
Exactly.
I cannot wait for the Twitter storm that comes from that.
Just to
No,
be
I
clear, it
definitely
was
said
Corey that said that. He said when. We didn't say that. Corey did. Yeah, but thank you again. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yes. Have a good one. Thank you so much.
Same one.
Thanks, dude. I'll bother you later.
Take care.
All right. Take care.
Right, sorry, Alex,
Okay.
we'll disrupt the gameplay to fix all the cameras again, and we'll give Pretzel front and center again. So for the remainder of your time here, Pretzel, you are Corey Marshall.
Perfect, works for me, I guess. Welcome, I'm a voice actor for, what is this, Yakuza 1 and 2?
Brilliant.
So, all right, I've
Right, you know
always
what?
said this.
Pretzel has a voice. You could do voice acting definitely, dude.
Exactly what I was about to say.
For it.
So he was our moderator for a while, right? But when we first heard him on stream, Marta and I were like,
Yeah.
"Are you listening to this guy right now? He's amazing."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yes.
Well,
Right,
I mean,
let
I
me
can't
just-
take all the credit. Like, I'm sitting here on, like, if you see me, picking up this cup and drinking, it's actually tea that I've steeped with lemons and honey and ginger and stuff. So maybe that's making my voice more delicate today. So I'm hoping
Oh, no,
that's
it's
hoping this
it's
is the
fine.
secret.
That's your magic thing now. Now you know that as long as you drink that, you've.
Hey, if I sound
You
good
can-
enough to
you can
get
do the voice
complimented by Ibs, then I am definitely gonna keep drinking it.
Sorry, I'm
Wait,
being.
were
I'm
you
being-
actually? Maybe I misunderstood. Were you actually in Yakuza?
No, I was not
Okay.
in Yakuza. I wish. I am playing Yakuza. I've started 0. I'm about into chapter 2, and I've recently come in possession of Kiwami, which I'm also super excited to play. I've been watching Marta play it. She's doing part 3 of her multi-part, probably going to be another 6 months worth of Yakuza.
Oh,
And,
it'll be a lot
uh,
quicker than that because I've just made a mistake. It'll be a lot quicker than that
but I've-
because it's Sorry, carry
Actually,
on.
on my shelf, I've actually got a copy of Yakuza PS2, the one that we worked on, the
Really?
one that
Yes,
we got through
yes.
submission. Hold on.
Hey, go for it. Show it off.
Oh no! He's got actually.
I've not opened it. Hold on. You might not be able to. My camera's not lined up here, so I'm gonna have to figure
Hang
out
on,
how to.
I'm fixing it. I'm
There we
fixing
go.
it. I'm fixing it. There we
There
go.
he is.
There we go.
Oh.
We fixed it.
Yeah,
There we
If
go.
we're
That's my.
If we're gonna play, go grab stuff and take it off the shelves. You have no idea the can of worms you've just opened. Like,
I
Hey,
know.
you know,
yeah,
I don't have anything else behind me. If you look
Sorry,
at
Alex. The game
those
is in
shelves-
control again.
Yeah.
So no, Imran, I'm not going to tell the story.
Yes.
You tell the story about you and Ben Andak and how important you guys are to the Yakuza series coming to the West. No, seriously. This you have to listen. I won't
Okay.
tell the story. You tell the story.
Right, so here, Yakuza, the copy that I got after I left Sega for working on it, what happened, we knew that, so this is 2006, this is how old I am. Back in 2006, we were aware that we weren't likely to get a Shenmue 3 anytime soon, but the word was that Yakuza, otherwise known as Ryoga Gatoku, if I said that correctly,
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
was meant to be like this. Was meant to be like based on the Shenmue engine, was a spiritual successor to Shenmue. That was the story going about it. And so myself and Ben were aware of this, and we were like, you know what, that will come out, and at least we'll have something to fill the gap before Shenmue 3. But Sega, I don't think we're interested in publishing Yakuza or Ryoga Gotoku in Europe because they were like, oh, I don't think Europeans will be into it. So myself and Ben said, let's work on like a pitch document to convince the Sega's sales and marketing team that this is a game we should publish in Europe. Now, when I say that him and I had this idea, he then went and wrote a 10-page document, right, which was incredible. It was incredible, full of pictures and just full of like, we need to publish this game. And I kind of looked at it and went, oh, well done. I think you've just made the case for it on your own. Like, you didn't need me at all. Sega saw it and basically went, this is, you know what, he's made his point here, and went, okay, we're going to publish it in Europe. And the moment that we got that news, myself and Ben said, right, well, we would like to be the TRC testers, the PlayStation 2 technical requirement criteria testers for it, because we love Shenmue. This is meant to be a spiritual successor to Shenmue, so therefore we want to be responsible for making sure it's perfect for when it comes out. And so thus it was given to us. Ben then got promoted and left me all alone, right? And so now I've got the weight of the Yakuza on my shoulders. I'm like, I've got to get it through submission first time. And because now I've proved myself to be a good TRC tester, I was like, right, I need someone to help me with this. And now, because Ben's gone and become successful and got promoted and left me alone, I get Ibrahim, and I'm like, okay, great, you and I are going to work on this. You know what? You and Nith as well, Nithian Thiruaden, if I can say his name
And Shiver
correctly.
as well, I believe. Shiver was the one who joined us as well. I
Yeah,
think.
yes. So, and then so we worked on it. And then what happened, the day I left Sega, like I'd handed in my notice, I was meant to be flying out, or I was going for a bit of traveling. The day I left Sega, just like an hour before I left, I get called into the office. Marlon Grant goes, Yakuza has failed and the boss wants to see you. And I'm like, oh my God, on my last day, this is horrible. And as I walk in, there's a big smile on Marc Le Breton's face. And I was just like, what's happened? He went, congratulations, it's passed. And I was like, ah! and then I walked out, and then I left Sega to start the next chapter of my life. So it was a magical moment. And then off the back of Yakuza coming out and being a success, Yakuza is a thing in Europe. It's like you can now play all the games across Europe because there's a market for it, and I'm glad we're aware of it. And I would give a larger thanks to Ben because he wrote all 10 pages of that document, all 10 pages. I just like kind of went, yeah, we should do it.
It was a group effort, and then you left, and then left me to do Yakuza 2, which failed first time. So thank you, Imran, for me.
So, but that's the story of Yakuza, and I, this is my prized copy, which I'm going to keep forever and never open, ever.
My condolences.
Amazing. So, also tell us about your experience with Shenmue. Like, what got you into the game and love it so much, into loving the series?
Well, so the Dreamcast came out here much later than Japan and a little bit behind America. And the big story was that the big game on the Dreamcast was Shenmue. It was unlike anything else, right? It wasn't just like more of the same with better graphics that you would have seen on PlayStation 1 and Nintendo 64. This was something something unique. And the more we saw about it and the more videos we saw, we're like, oh my God, this is like a real world that you can walk around in and like you can go and visit people and you can like have these inane conversations while you're having this main adventure. And so it just, the idea of it just was quite profound. And then I got a job at Midway Games, who had a main office in Chicago. I get a job at this big American games giant, and my first week there went so well. My boss went, right, Imran, what game would you like? And I went, well, I'd really like Shenmue on the Dreamcast. And he picks up the phone and he went, hello, Shenmue for Imran, and he just put the phone down, more or less. Like he was that well connected, my boss. And a few days later, like the next day, I get, it wasn't the game like consumers could buy. It was special review code that for internal use, but it was the full game that you could play on the Dreamcast. And I got it. And the very first time I played Shenmue, I hated it. Didn't like it at all, and I wanted to get rid of it. And then I thought, I can't do that. I can't go to my boss. I don't like this. Can you take it back? So I thought, let me give it another go. One more time. Let me sit down and properly play it. And then for some reason, the second time I actually tried to play it, and when I say the first time I played it for like an hour or two and I didn't like it. But for some reason, the second time, I just fell in love with it in like the most profound way, and I was like, this game is a big deal. And Shenmue 1, Shenmue 2 were, you know, for a few years were like a huge part of like my gaming experience, and I've tried to tell everybody about it, and those who've gone on to play it after listening to me go on about it have loved it just as much as me. And ultimately, at least to the ultimate level of fanboyism or fan personism now, is to go on the Shenmue pilgrimage. You know, when I went to Japan, I've been to Yokosuka, I've been to Dobuita Street 3 times now, last time with Sega and Adam. And Adam is like, I thought I knew Dobuita Street, I thought I was a Shenmue fan, and then I met Adam and I was just like, you know what, dude, this crown belongs to you.
Yeah, I got the ultimate nerd crown.
No, it's actually kind of weird how similar our stories are with that. Like the first time I played Shenmue,
So
when it
many
came
of you,
out,
yeah.
same thing. It was like I played it for a couple hours. I'm like, I am not liking this. I would go into the arcade. I was like, oh, we can kill some time in there. I'm done with this. And then I played it again a few years later. I'm like, this is the greatest game ever made. I don't know what I was thinking that first time. That seems to be a common thing with people. So if you're out there and you're like, I don't know, I kind of remember playing it once, try it again, dude. Try it again. It's amazing.
So, Shenmue 3 is a thing. It came out.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Imran, you know where I'm going with this.
I know where you're going with this.
So, before Shenmue was a
you
thing...
want to know about Shenmue? You want to know about Shenmue 3 2006 edition?
Yes, right. Explain. Please explain to these people how
So,
he trolled
what happened?
the entire QA department at Sega, by the way. We hated Imran on this one day, so please continue.
So what happened, again, when I was at Sega, this is 2006, around E3 time, what I had done, I knew that we weren't going to get, like, it was obvious that Shenmue 3 wasn't on the horizon, and I thought, this is really sad, like, we really, really want it, and Sega's just not giving it to us for whatever reason, but I have to do something. So what I did, I went home, and I authored a DVD in Region 0, with a main menu of it was a picture of Ryo and Shenhua, but it was an image that wasn't popular. It wasn't a picture that you'd see everywhere. So I found a very rare image, not very rare, but rare enough image of Ryo and Shenhua, and I basically wrote in the Shenmue font Shenmue 3, and in the corner E3 2006 confidential Sega, and I stuck that in the corner. And so I've authored a DVD with that as the main menu, and then I put some other images on it, and I burnt that to a DVD, and I took it to work, and I left it on an Xbox, and then I just let the chaos happen. But fortunately, first, because I knew I might get into a bit of trouble with it, I let Marlon and Mark Le Breton in on the secret. They found it funny, and what they did, after I'd got them and upset them, and they found the funny side of it, we took it into the main conference room, got the whole of Sega QA into one conference room, and Marlon went, look, it's going to be announced. This is for your eyes only. Here you go. Put it on Shenmue 3, and you could hear all the gasps. Oh my God, Shenmue 3, look at it's the music and it's the image. Surely nobody could have made this up on their PC at home.
We went ballistic. We all went crazy. We all went mental.
Everybody goes crazy. And then somebody pressed start on the Xbox controller, and when you press start, it started a photo stream, and it's a picture of me and Ben Andak dressed as Mario and Luigi with the moustaches doing this, and it says pwned, which was a thing we used to say back in 2006. Pwned, right? And then in that moment, you could see hearts broke, and then everybody hated me. And I'm not saying that I left Sega soon after, and those things are related, but they were probably necessary.
So
the only way that would have been better is if when you press play, it did the Rick Astley Rickroll video.
Yeah, oh yeah. If I would have been the first person to do it if that happened.
Yeah,
So
I know. You could have created that trend.
When we're at E3 2015, this was back when I was at 2K, and when that announcement happened, you were the first person I thought of when that announcement happened about Shenmue 3, and it wasn't because I knew you were a fan, it's because of what you did to us. It scarred us.
So I think I've always been a practical joker wherever I've been, whether it's school or any of the jobs that I've worked at. Unfortunately, when you work in the games industry, I think even though there is a corporate side to it, and it's a big deal, and people have got to be very serious, there's a sense of levity overall because it's video games and they're about having fun. And so things like that, you know, the Shenmue 3 prank was it had to be done. Somebody had to do it, and I love Sega and Shenmue enough that I had to do it. And I think we can. It's funny when I talk to my friends in the games industry about it, that there's still a little bit of bitterness that they still hold.
Yeah,
they're like,
I still
we'll
feel
never
it. I still feel it.
Because the reason is, it didn't just happen at Sega. I burnt a copy of that DVD and I sent it to my friends at IDOS, and then they did the same things in their office as well. And then so they all hated me there as well.
Speaking of being in the industry, speaking of QA, one thing we usually get on stream is we always get questions from people asking about how to get into the games industry. And Imran, you and I both started the same way. We worked in video game retail, then we worked as QA testers.
Yes.
What advice would you give? Oh, you were a producer actually, weren't you, before that? Actually, sorry, I forgot.
I was. Yeah, my route was a bit weird. I kind of went forwards and backwards.
Yes.
We both worked. So you worked at Computer Exchange, which was the opposite of Game. Game was like the reputable place where we were
the hippies. We were the hippies, yeah.
And you guys are. Well, I wouldn't use the word hippie. Hippie might be a nicer word, but all right.
Oh, wow.
This is Computer Exchange. Computer Exchange back in the 90s was a different story, right?
It was.
Those who know.
It was a time where people who worked there could drink alcohol and smoke behind the counter, put it that way.
Yeah. Exactly that. So and that it was great. So we worked in video game retail first. I then got a job at Midway Games, and I just blagged it. I had enough of university. I wasn't learning anything, mainly because I don't do homework. Homework is a con. Right, so it's like, do you know what I mean? Look, I've paid to be in this place to do the work, so I'm going to do it here. I'm not taking it home. That's where I eat and play video games. What's wrong with you? So we're realizing that coursework wasn't going to happen for me. I quit university. I set myself a challenge to get a job in the games industry. The stars aligned. I get this amazing job at Midway as a games analyst, which is basically a made-up word in order to get the younger kid to do all the stuff that older people don't want to do, right? So and then I did well enough at that to become an assistant producer. My ego got quite inflated. I took some time off to become a comedian, realized that it was actually a lot harder than I thought it was. And whilst I was doing that, I then went back into games, and I ended up as a games tester, where I really learned to do hard work and make great friends. And so my advice to anyone who wants to get into the games industry is like, follow your passion. Like, it might seem counterintuitive. You've got to have something stable where you're making money so you can pay your bills. But if you really love video games, find the thing that you really love. If you love playing games and testing games, do that. If you want to be an artist or a graphic designer or a programmer, do that and just be great at it. So follow your passion, follow your heart, and work really hard at it, especially if you're young. If you're like coming into your 20s, expect to spend at least 10-20 years of your life working under people and learning the ropes, and also building, and Corey was saying this earlier, know people, and you know people through networking, but not in that false way of just, if you share your passion, you'll find other people who share their passion, and then you become friends organically. It's like, everyone on this stream, all the friends that I've got in the games industry, it's not like I need to be friends with him because it'll be good for my career. It's like, hey, look, I love Shenmue, I love this, I love that, and they're like, oh, I love those things as well, and then organically you become friends. And then and that's why I know the people that I know, and I've got to where I've got to. So follow your passion, love what you do, and just be really good at it, and also be nice. Be nice. Loads of other people are trying to achieve their dreams, and it's not a dog eat dog world. There's plenty enough for everyone, and help, and if you can, help others achieve their dreams. And to kind of quote Naruto here a little bit, the path of Ashura and the path of Naruto is it's not your strength that you're meant to use to protect everyone. You're meant to use your strength to show others how they can create their own strength and develop their own strength to help themselves, and then to continue that and teach others. And if we can all help unlock each other's strengths and passion, well, we get what we want, and the world becomes a better place. This has become a hippie rant now.
No, not a hippie rant. This is becoming a Thormungandr TED talk. This is exactly what we needed.
Shenmue, be good.
It's awesome, dude. You basically make me think like you're a British version of me who's in much better shape. I feel the same. I completely agree with everything you're saying.
So you touched on something there that's really important, and Marta and I have talked about this on stream before. It's the networking and meeting people. It's you got to know your boundaries. You know, be nice to people, reach out to people, and network with them. But as Corey said, don't stalk them. Don't go too close, and don't be too friendly too quickly. Know your boundaries. You know, because everyone is, certain people are more approachable than others. You know, like I said earlier, Marta will hug every person no matter what. You know, she's got so much love to give everyone that she's easy to approach. But you know, like some people don't, you know, they're harder to approach than others. Just get to know them, follow them on Twitter, follow them on Facebook or whatever platform they're on. Talk to them, be nice to them, and you know, they will. You know, it's not about being noticed by them. It's about building that relationship. It might take a lot of time, it might not happen at all, but it's worth giving it a try. And just be, most importantly, I can't stress this enough, be yourself. Don't try and be something else. Don't try and be someone else. Don't try and think, oh, if I'm like this, they might talk to me. Just be yourself, because that is how, when you're real with someone, that's how, you know, we'll be real back to you. We'll see you for the real person you are. If some people try and get ahead by pretending they're something that they're not, it doesn't work. Lies always get found out straight away. But no, thank you, Imran. That's always insightful. Yeah. Carry on. Sorry, carry on.
I'm glad. No, I'm just saying that I agree with, you know, everything that you said, and it's great to see, you know, so Pretzel here. I know it's not your real name. I feel a bit weird like calling you.
It's Sam. Call me that, or you can call me Sam, but we just have a lot of Sams in the chat, so that's why most of them.
Okay. Well, Sam, like, you know, it's great to see, like, through, you know, you're on here with us now through your passion. You are authentically being you. You love video games. You love Shenmue. You're not faking anything, and through your passion, organically, you've ended up on this stream with us. And earlier when you were like, oh, I'm really excited about this. This is great. I'm like, I'm really happy for you, because like you're a lot younger than I am, and I'm looking at him going, oh my, he's just like me when I was, you know, when I was his age. And suddenly you start realizing that all people, that we all think we're individuals, but we're all just archetypes. And there was a time in my life where I was like you and I was in your position, and I'm glad that you get to be part of this. And one day, you know, someone younger than you will be looking at you going, oh my God, the guy, you know, I'm like Sam now. Do you know what I mean? I have to call him Mr. Pretzel.
Yeah, that is the dream.
Marta. Sorry, Marta. I forgot. I don't know if you forgive me. This chat is going fast. Did you give a shout out to Hezraw smiley face? I don't know if it's XD or smiley face. Did you give a shout out to them? You did. Can you give another one anyway? Because she's lovely. And I just heard her cat Sonic is not well, so I hope they get well.
Oh no.
Soon.
Oh, Martha beat me to it. I'm too slow.
Yeah.
Somebody's asked me a question on the chat.
Yeah, go on.
How can I reply to them, like, if I click on it? Sorry, I'm still new to Switch. Sorry, if you're watching this on Twitch, where everyone's watching it on Twitch, my Twitter handle and my Twitch handle are not the same. My Twitch handle is Super Nintendo. See what I did there? But somebody's asked me, what is the hardest project you've ever worked on, and why was it hard? In terms of video games, oh my God, just I think quite a lot of them. But one of them, I worked on Battalion Wars 2 at Kuju, London, for the Nintendo Wii, and that was
you were such a small team as well, weren't you? You were a small team at Kuju. Yeah, you were a small team at Kuju, weren't you, Imran? As well.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't massive, but it wasn't tiny either. But yeah, when I said the reason why it was hard, I guess one, without, you know, back then project management wasn't as tight as it might be now. Like back then you had to do loads of overtime, and it was really, really brutal. But it was one of the first online games for the Nintendo Wii. We were a British company, a London-based British company, working with Nintendo of Japan, and there's, you know, different political and cultural dynamics when that comes into play. And you know, you're making, you know, you're making a Nintendo game, and it's you've got to do it a certain way. And it went on longer than we anticipated, and you know, we had to have an online team, online QA team, and whilst we're playing the single player game as well. I just think making games it was a lot harder. I think as a kid, you're like, oh, I want to work in the games industry. It's going to be really exciting. And then when you get there, it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hard work. But if you enjoy it, it makes it bearable. And also, you meet amazing people and make great friends.
Absolutely. And the other thing about working in the games industry as well, it's not just the job. Thing I found, because I've worked in QA, I've worked in digital marketing, I've worked in community management, which is what I do. My job now is a hybrid between digital marketing and community management. But whichever walk of life you have, whichever role you take, the people are the best thing about the workplace in the industry. The people we work with are incredible. And Alex is nodding his head. I think he agrees with me. Alex, do you agree?
I agree.
Yeah, you're just like, I don't know if you're agreeing with me or the gentleman on the screen. I don't know if you.
Just like,
But yeah, just the people. I mean, we always say like the word Sega fan, but like the people we work with, we love them. But again, like even I've got friends who work in other companies. People who work at Square, work at Nintendo, PlayStation. Just people we haven't worked with before, but we become friends with, and it's just such a beautiful industry to work in.
Guess I'll try it.
But don't ever give up the dream. If you want to work in the industry, don't give up the dream. Like Imran said, there's plenty of work out there. There's always new startups. There's the indie studios. There's publishers. There's always work for someone to work in the industry.
And there's that, and you can always, nothing ever stops you from developing your own skills. So like if you particularly want to be an artist, a designer or whatever, be good at those things. Like be good at art, be good at designing, and actually create little demos or examples of work. Always be working on your skills, because I think when you work on yourself, the things outside of you organically change. Rather than going, I want a job doing a thing that I'm not skilled for, work on the skill, and then it's easier to get the jobs in those areas and for people to know about you as well. And it's easier to develop those skills if you're passionate about it. So, don't be getting into video games because you think it's money and fame and glory and all of that.
It's not.
Because, well, it's not. It's not.
We can't all be it.
We can't.
You don't want to be
it.
me, man. These gray hairs are all from stress. Trust me. I'm not that old. I'm not as old as I look on the camera right now.
You
If
can
you
also.
want a headband, you can cover up some of them. Like just do this.
I need to. I think I need to take. You and Marta have set a trend of wearing headbands. I need to follow it.
You can also kind of try to combine all those skills. I did the influencer thing unintentionally. I just wanted to make videos, have a fun time doing that. Eventually it builds to it. Somehow you end up with some sort of career out of it. And then you end up kind of in the games industry, like accidentally. And what they're saying about, the people there, infinitely more interesting than anything they're actually making. No offense, but you guys are awesome. You're better than your own product. And so that applies to anybody I've ever worked with, where it's like Sega or Ubisoft or 2K or whoever. It's just awesome people to be around that make it worth doing that rather than what you're actually there to talk about specifically. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So what they're saying, guys, is 100% valid. I completely agree with it. And if you could, like I said, you can combine all those things. If you're like super into your passion related to any sort of art or production that you do, work on that. And if you combine that with your video game passion, eventually people will take notice. And that can take these strange, curvy paths that somehow end up getting you in that door that allows you to be directly involved. I mean, like, here we are. We're playing this game. I'm literally working with my favorite childhood video game company ever over my favorite game of all time. And this all started because I decided to just whip out a camera and start talking about some Dreamcast videos. Yet here we are. Don't know how it happens, but it does.
Yeah.
So anybody can do it with the right amount of energy, passion, and just following those steps and just playing that game. You like video games, life's a game too. It's just a different type.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, so you talk about
This is great.
a twisty path. It's true. So I mean, I graduated with a Japanese degree during a recession, couldn't get a job. Eventually got a job as an auditor, which was horrible, and then went to work for an airline where, having been an accountant, I was calculating how much fuel 747s would use depending on how many sandwiches you put on board and how much the champagne weighed and all that sort of thing. And then I found a job for Sega on LinkedIn and wrote probably a fairly tragic covering letter as well. And I suddenly found my way there, but it wasn't an obvious path, and I learned a lot. What got me the job was all the skills that I'd learned doing all the other stuff that I didn't really want to be doing, but there was value in it.
So did you get the 100 Sega Saturns before you started working at Sega or after?
I did. Yeah, that was before. Yeah.
No, good.
Yeah,
So
I'm actually
guys,
working on Airline right now, so I know all about that.
sorry, carry on, Pretzel. I just interrupted you. I apologize.
Oh, I was just saying that I work in an airline right now, so I know all about the stupid calculations that don't mean much.
Hey, but
Ooh,
you
we
said this
should-
before. You get free flights, right?
For now.
Well,
but, I mean,
well, when
I
they
can't
start
go anywhere.
again.
Like I can't go anywhere. Like I would have been, I would actually be at Sega UK probably right now, just sitting out the door with a little sign saying, "Hey, Sonic R, where is it? Let's play Sonic R. Come on." But,
Speaking of which, that was going to be my next point. You've already answered. It's what is
Oh,
your
right,
favorite?
sorry.
What is your favorite Sega game? Each of you. I mean,
it's
Pretzel.
Sonic R, hands down. It's
Why?
not even just
Tell
a
us
pure
why
Sega
Sonic
game.
R. And don't say it's just because of the music. Tell us why.
Oh no, the music is like maybe 0.5 or 6 on why I love this
Ooh,
game. I mean,
okay.
the number one reason for me is that this game is unique in its own genre. Like this does stuff that other games are still afraid to touch. I mean, for example, even just taking it as just a 3D platformer, it's not just a 3D platformer. It's so unique in its own ways, and it just exemplifies everything that Sega has always meant to me. Just the fact they're just willing to go out there, do something crazy, and make it work. You got games like Crazy Taxi, Jet Set Radio, or if you look at these games on paper, you swear you just hit like, I don't know, you just got hit by a bus and you're in a coma because you have no idea what's going on. Like, who
Yeah.
would have thought that a game about driving people around town and jumping off of bridges, going in a souped up taxi, would be a fun game? It's just totally out there, totally creative, and just out of nowhere. And now you have Sonic R, which is just so out there, random. Like, this is the first, obviously not the first Sonic 3D appearance, but definitely the first one I interacted with, and I think the one that did it the best. And there's so many reasons I can go on about this. I actually talk about this all the time in my streams, but this is a Shenmue stream, not a Sonic R stream.
No, this is a stream. It is a Shenmue stream, but we this is also our chance for the viewers to get to know us better as well. So knowing, I'm sure there are other people out there. There's at least 2 other people in this world who like Sonic R as much as you. So no, it's.
I love Sonic R. I love
There you
it.
go. That's one.
Exactly.
Who's the third
I
one?
know.
Kyle.
I know
Kyle
you
X
love
is the
it.
third. I do love it. I do.
I've been infecting people in this chat slowly with my love of Sonic R. We actually recently did a playthrough with This Is Marta and Kyle X.
Yeah.
And I
saw
put on my
that,
streams
yeah.
a lot with a lot of guests all the time, just because I'm trying to show people that, you have the problem with the YouTubers, right? It's easy to bash on certain games because they're not to your tastes. And if you get a big
Yep.
enough following, your negative words can completely trash the idea of a game for somebody else. Like, again, you were saying earlier, Adam Koralik, that you hated Shenmue the first time you played this game. And if you were one of those, stuffy YouTubers, you were making your little videos and you're like, this game sucks. I played it for 2 hours and I couldn't understand the point of it. I don't like it. And then you realize 5 years later, this game is something special, which is now we're finally seeing this come back with other really, really great games. Not just Sega, but, specifically with Sega, because their games they sometimes take a while to get the real meat of them. Like, you're seeing this resurgence of people are really appreciating Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic Unleashed, and people are appreciating Phantasy Star again, and Shining Force again, and all these games that I've been saying, yeah, guys, no duh, these games are fantastic. And it's like, it's nice. It's nice feeling vindicated that now people are appreciating Sonic R, if not directly because of me, somewhat because of me.
That's such a beautiful thing. Because it's a few generations late, right? This game hasn't come back. We haven't re-released it in any way. It's a Saturn game. It came out on the GameCube maybe as in Sonic Gems Collection, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But then after that, there's another 2 generations at least of people who missed it. And people like you who are fans of a game, I love that. It doesn't matter what game it is. There are people who have a passion for a game, and then they share it with others through the medium of doing live streams or even Twitch. Sorry, I hit the spacebar, Alex. Did that ruin it? Sorry. Yeah.
We have to start again. Yep.
We'll start the whole game again. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just seeing that, when Kevin, who's Damocles 104, he was streaming Wonder Boy on the weekend, and he had his usual crew of people who who follow us on who follow Sega, but he had this one person who turned up to his stream who just searched for Wonder Boy and came to his stream and was like, oh my god, someone's playing Wonder Boy, because it's not a game that's commonly played on stream. And he was talking about the game passionately, and it's bringing people together. And we as a company and me personally, I want to thank you for that, for getting a game that you love like Sonic R and putting it on your stream and talking passionately about it. Just like Adam when he talks about Shenmue, or Imran when he talks about games. We'll get to you guys anyway, but just talking about those games in general, it's amazing. It's amazing seeing everyone come together, and that's one of my favorite things about being a community manager, is just seeing how all these communities come together to rally for each other. One of the best communities I've ever seen is the Virtua Fighter community. Even recently, the last game came out in 2012, right? There hasn't been a game since, and the way these guys come together to help people. I see people streaming Virtua Fighter 5 or Virtua Fighter 2, and these guys come and pounce on them with so much love and respect and handhold them into playing the game. It's insane. I've never seen that, especially in the fighting game community, where it's so competitive. People are just taking out so much time, and the guys who made virtuafighter.com, there's a website, virtuafighter.com. You go there, and there's so much love for the series, so much passion oozing out of that website, just from people who are all from all over the world. You got Made Man, who's in Australia. You got Tricky, who's in the US. You got people from all over the world coming together, talking about a series of a game, and how much love they've got for that series, and bringing it. They're keeping, because we haven't released another game, these guys are keeping that series alive themselves. And it's only going to warrant more. We're listening. We don't have any news or anything to confirm or anything like that, but we are listening always. When someone is passionate about an old series, we are always listening. We always put out surveys. Every few months we put out a survey saying, what games would you like to see come back? We are listening. We want you guys to tell us what games you love. It's not like we're ignoring, there is a new Total War game coming out, or there's a new Football Manager game. It doesn't mean we're only concentrating on those. We are bringing them back. Sega as a company licensed out Streets of Rage to Dotemu. Look what happened with that. Streets of Rage 4 turned out to be a phenomenal game. We've got Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX coming soon. We've got so many different games. Panzer Dragoon. Who would have thought Panzer Dragoon would come back on the Switch?
Nobody.
Exactly. Especially fans like Alex, who definitely thought it would never happen. So don't think that we're not listening. We as a company, from all, we even from people who don't work in marketing or PR, we all know people who love Sega. We know you love those old franchises. You want them to come back. Just we're not saying everything's going to come back, but we are listening. And if it's feasible, and if the people, if enough people come forward, like they said in Wayne's World 2, if you book them, they will come. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying pre-order Shenmue 4 or anything like that, because it doesn't exist. But
out of context, take it. Go ahead and grab that.
Adam's next YouTube video is going to be quotes from me completely out of context saying that Shenmue 5 is coming tomorrow or something like that. But I've just said the word Shenmue 5 is coming tomorrow, so he's going to take that out of context and use that.
Of course, that's all I do. I'm nothing but clickbait.
But you know what? Like, follow our social media channels. Keep telling us. Just keep talking. Make your voices heard. Just don't assume anything. Never assume anything. Believe if someone says a game's coming, don't believe them unless we say it. But we are working behind the scenes to bring as many franchises back as possible. So
what's great about it is that this kind of mechanism didn't exist before. Like back in the day, if you liked a game and you wanted more content in that, what did we do? We didn't have social media. Like, there was no way of telling the companies we really like this. I remember I've actually got the arcade machine to Killer Instinct here. There's more showing off from me. And what was interesting about the Killer Instinct machine is that that when they were developing Killer Instinct 2, they pulled the data from Killer Instinct 1 from the arcade machines of which characters were played the most, right? And from that, they would then figure out who they wanted to bring back for Killer Instinct 2. I mean, I think they got it wrong because, omitting Chief Thunder is cardinal sin, in my opinion, because he was Killer Instinct. But that's how companies used to harvest information from players and go, well, what's working, what's not working. And now fans can go, we really like this, get together, get a hashtag going, get streams going, create content and go, this game is great. We really like it, and people who otherwise would never know about these video games because they don't read video games magazines or websites suddenly go, oh, what's that? I want to play that as well. So we're expanding the ability of more people playing these games that we like, and also telling the companies like Sega, please create more of this. So I agree with it. I think what you're saying there is very important. Is to let fans know if you like a game, let the company know. Join in on the hashtags. That's how we made Shenmue 3 happen, and and got Shenmue 1 and 2 re-released, was through a social media campaign. So thank you to the fans. Fans aren't just consumers. Fans are now co-creators. They're part of the worlds that we're playing. So, and again, thank you for all the Shenmue fans for being part of Shenmue, because without our combined efforts and combined love for Shenmue, we wouldn't have got the re-releases, and we wouldn't have got a third game. So thank you. We're all one symbiotic love relationship.
We're a Borg hive mind that's just made this happen. Yeah. But with regards to Sega, I mean, Abbs, I'm going to give you a lot of the credit, and I know you'll deny it because you're a very modest person.
I'm already denying it. I'm already.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like
give it to me.
I'll give it to everybody. It's a community effort. But within the last couple of years, especially, Sega, from the outsider perspective, has really changed. It's become much more celebratory of its own history and much more embracing of its own fan base as far as well, what do you want? And it's been very good about allowing people access to basically play in their sandbox. It's like you mentioned Streets of Rage. You're like, all right, you want it, we'll prove it. We'll let someone else go ahead and make it. We'll make that happen. And Panzer Dragoon and so on and so forth. You started allowing the fans to directly say, this is what we want, and then we're like, okay, sure, let's just make that happen one way or another. Even when it comes to Shenmue, it was like, yes, we ourselves are not going to make it, but we're not going to stop Yu Suzuki from doing it. We're going to allow him to go ahead and make his third game. And I think that overall allowing not only you guys celebrating your history, but allowing the entirety of the fan base to celebrate and be part of it and have it feel like a big community is probably what's leading to this big resurgence. And because you control the Twitter, I'm giving you credit.
No, you can't give
I know
me
you're
credit.
the I know it's not. I know that's not really the truth, but
I was
I'm
only,
just saying,
I was,
you're good at your
I was
job.
only at the company a few months.
You're good at your job. I'm just saying, take a compliment. You're good at your job.
Someone's asking, do you think we'll get a Shenmue 4? Well, that's not up to that.
Well, you confirmed it earlier. It's confirmed.
Yeah, you did confirm it multiple times.
I confirmed that it doesn't exist and that it's not a thing. So take that as you will.
It is. So, honestly, do we think we'll get a Shenmue 4? I mean, if you've played Shenmue 3, it alludes to the fact that the adventure continues.
Yeah, that's up to Yu Suzuki and his team if they're able to get it off the ground. At whatever point, that's not a question that I can answer. But if you guys look, you guys did that with Shenmue 3. You guys did it with Shenmue 1 and 2. With Shenmue 1 and 2, it wasn't even Shenmue 1 and 2. It was just Shenmue 1. The hashtag was Save Shenmue or Save Shenmue HD. Sega listened. I say we, but I was new to the company when it happened. Sega listened. I remember it was when it was announced, the day it was announced, we were in Japan, severely jet lagged, and I was writing the tweet out on my laptop saying, you asked, we listened, from the Sega account. And it was an amazing moment for you guys to finally get the realization, because Shenmue 3 was already a thing at that point, and to being able to you guys made your voices heard. You guys rallied the 3rd of every month. You guys, it was Shenmue Day where you were tweeting, save Shenmue, and it happened. So, it doesn't mean it always will happen, but if the time is right and if the right people are listening, anything can happen. Anything can happen. So, the answer, it's probably not the answer you want to hear, but
no, it's an optimistic one. Shenmue 4 is very much a possibility. We all know Yu Suzuki wants to do it. Like anything, it just comes down to a matter of funding and pressure. And it's not impossible, everybody. Just keep up that effort. Don't take it for granted that it will come, but also don't write it off as an impossibility. It very well can occur with just enough social pressure.
Like, even when Sony helped Yu Suzuki announce Shenmue 3, that was the moment of that year. That was the games industry moment of 2015. It shook the earth, that one. That one was, like, how quickly did that Kickstarter get filled as well? Which is insane.
Within a day, it reached its goal of $2 million.
Exactly. So you know, the love was out there, and people. It's one of those things. Every E3, people would say, "Oh, I wonder if there'll be a Shenmue 3," and it actually happened. You know, so it's. Oh wait, I know why that's Berkeley's written there. That was because the game was called Project Berkeley, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the graffiti on the wall.
Yeah.
The code name, yeah. But yeah,
Along
that's
with
enough
Old
rambling
Man.
for me. Let's look at the chat and.
Dude, this has been very therapeutic for the Sega fan base. They're getting advice. You know, they're happy. It's just good. This is all good stuff.
Oh, James Reiner is in the chat. He said it was 45 minutes to 1 million to get to a
I
million.
told
That's
you,
insane.
I talked about him like an hour ago, dude.
That's insane.
Wow.
Maybe. I'm looking for
Let's get
And-
Shenmue Saturn, because obviously hardcore
Alright,
Shenmue
he's-
fans will know that Shenmue
Yeah.
began on the Saturn.
That's just him trolling Ibs.
He firmly believes there is a build of Shenmue on the Saturn in the Sega office. So we're like, yeah, there is, but there isn't. But we're,
Yeah, we
we're waiting
play it
for him
every
to do
day.
it.
We just don't let you know about it. Yeah, it's fun.
It was indeed Virtua Fighter RPG originally, yes.
you put on quite a show, boy.
Adam Koralik was the reason I even got into Shenmue franchise. That's from, is that Merciless Noble?
Turn, you
Well, I'm glad
Seven?
that you got involved, man. Thank you very much for doing that.
Yeah,
Charlie.
And well, thanks for being here too.
yeah, absolutely. This is like, we want to get more and more people to play Shenmue. Like this, it's now, it's more than a cult classic, and it's such an important story. And I still love the artwork. Just look at the game. It's still beautiful. Yes,
Yep.
it's it doesn't have the 5 trillion polygons ray tracing of the games that we're used to today, but it doesn't matter. This just looks good as it is, and it's just
Yep.
look at that mist in it's a little bit foggy inside the spa, and just the colors, everything about it. Whoever did the art direction on this was
good point. Like it's
phenomenally
not,
talented.
It's nothing for today's standards, but you got to think back in 2000 when this came out, it was phenomenal. Like the dirt under his nails, all the little details they put into this were just phenomenal. And there's Berkeley again.
It's good.
I mean, really, you can say 99 because it came out in 99 in Japan. Technically, this game is from the 90s, and it looks
Yes,
like this.
yeah. And
Adam,
it still looks
really?
great, and I think it's just such a.
Oh, it's you, Rio. I heard you had a hard time.
Yeah.
Are you okay now?
I love this guy for some reason. He just looks so trustworthy.
Better now.
He gets really passionate about people not riding bikes in the right way.
I actually knew a guy like that. He actually had a whole bunch of bikes, even like one of those incumbent, layback pedal bikes. He had a few of those.
Pretzel,
Even
I
all
see
of
you. I see you pedaling Sonic R in the chat still while you're on the stream. You have no
Hey,
shame.
I would never.
You have-
I would never.
You have
I
no
was sitting
shame.
here listening.
Like,
I was
why do
listening
you
to
need
these
Sonic
great
Adventure on
icons.
Saturn when you have Sonic R? I mean, that's
don't know
not
what you're
that's
talking
not
about,
untrue.
I was sitting here listening to these great legends tell us about their experiences and how they got to where they are. I would never be pedaling Sonic R during something so important.
Like, I never said there was anything wrong with it. I just exposed you. That's all. No, you're all good. You're all good. Yeah, Shenmue was miles ahead at JX. It was.
So back during my overclocked remix days, I did a remix of the Bob's Pizza song.
No way. I didn't know
You still
that.
go CR.
You know what? In all the times I've played Shenmue, I don't think I ever went into that shop.
Well, so it has no purpose, narrative purpose at all in the game. There's absolutely no reason to ever go in there. So much so that even the music from there is excluded from like all CDs and promotional material. Like there's so much music in these games. Like they wrote a song just for that store that you never have to go into ever.
Yeah.
Like that
Wow.
says a lot. And that's the detail of Shenmue. It was like the goal is to make the most immersive environment possible to make the gamer really feel you are part of this world. You're not playing a game. This is your life now while you're holding
Yeah.
the controller. And again, much like the real world, it doesn't say, you know, it's not like a traditional game with a waypoint that says this is where you have to go, this is where you have to go, this is what you have to do, whatever. This is like a real life simulator with a story that says like, okay, in real life, you have the option to go into any of these places. You have the option to talk to any one of these people. If you have an actual problem in this game, like you would in real life, like for example, later on in the game, you go into that basement in his house, right? And there's no lights. So in the real world, if you didn't have a light bulb, what would you do? You'd probably go to the store, buy a light bulb, solve the problem. In this game, that's exactly the same solution. It was just make the game super realistic so that the gamer becomes very emotionally attached to it. And I think that to those who really embraced it, that explains people like James and myself who are just like, the Shenmue! But to other people, it's like, I don't know why I'm walking around in this little
what's
town.
this? I've never seen this. Where is this?
That's the.
I have never seen this part of the game.
The mahjong
Exactly.
part. Yeah.
Imran, were you speed running this game the entire time you played it? Were you just like running to the next location?
You know, well, the last time when I played it the first time, I took my time with it, and then after I played it once in like 2000, 2001, after I completed it, I did Shenmue, and then I didn't want to play it again because I kind of felt like, no, I need to play. You know, I need to continue the story. I shouldn't go back. And I was expecting Shenmue 3. But then, and the second time I played it, just before Shenmue 3 came out, I did speed run through it. I just thought, let me just refresh myself, prepare myself for the third game. But that's, I thought I'd explored quite a lot of Shenmue, and I realized that there's still a lot
so
of
much
it
to
that
see,
I've not
though.
seen.
Yeah.
And at least Shenmue 1 is like relatively small. You can actually kind of go to everything. Shenmue 2 is where you truly go like, whoa. I mean, like you can go in like any door in there, and it just becomes like you get lost in that game.
Yeah.
Like I still, after all these years, still being a Shenmue super fan, I still need maps for Shenmue 2 to not get lost in it. It's ridiculous. For that to exist in 2001 on the Dreamcast, no less, astonishing. And no, to the person who asked, I am not the inspiration for Dylan in Shenmue 2. That's the guy with the beard who says like, go left, go right, left.
He does look like you though. He does. He does look like you.
There is actually memes of that show up on my Twitter from time to time, just like pictures of me next to that guy. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. But no, I'm not him. Like that game came out when I was like in high school.
You know, I never thought of that, and now I cannot unthink it. And nor can
It's true.
I see
It's
it in
true.
my mind's
It's
eye.
true. Yeah. Has RPG said it was open world before open world was a thing? That is absolutely right.
Yep.
Yeah,
It was
absolutely.
open world before it was a thing. Yeah.
This is the thing. Like the first Shenmue, I think it was Retro Critic said it about 2 hours ago, hour and a half ago. Said Shenmue 1 is cozy, and it does feel that because it's when it boils down to it, it's dense, right? But it's two high streets and a harbour, and obviously Shenmue 2 then completely explodes. But I have to admit, I did like the coziness of the first one.
So there is a psychological reason for that. Shenmue 1 is, if you think of the entirety of a Shenmue saga as one giant RPG, Shenmue 1 is the prologue of that RPG. It's just the background story saying, okay, you came from your house and your little village and you're about to go off. So all of Shenmue 1 is designed by choice to make the player feel like this is home. This is where you're from. And you as the player get really kind of attached to the environment, because it was supposed to be that way. Shenmue 2 was actually specifically supposed to make you feel like you're out of the fish out of water. You're not the normal person here. You are the outsider. And it does an amazing job of that, because even now, like I said, 20 years later, and I still feel like uncomfortable walking around in that game just because I'm like, I'm going to get lost. It is
Sorry,
a
Alex.
fascinating...
I just realized Imran's Twitter handle is Stretch, so bear with me while there's a cutscene. I'm just gonna fix his.
Oh yes, I was wondering why people were trying to talk to me as if Imran. It's not Imrani, unfortunately.
That'd be a pretty.
It should be Imrani. Wait, where's it gone?
There we go, got it, almost there. What Adam was saying there is very right. Shenmue 1, you know, it's happened in your home. It's happened where you live, and so you're familiar with the environment. But then Shenmue 2, you're meant to be. You haven't got your back up against a wall. Now you're vulnerable because you're in another country.
Yep, exactly.
And so they really got. I absolutely. They really got that right. Also, here's an idea for you. What about a Shenmue 0, based on his father's adventures?
It's funny you say that. That actually exists. Fans made that.
Sorry,
What?
Alex. The
Long
game's
time
yours
ago.
again, Alex.
Really?
Sorry.
Yeah, it was a fan-made project with Rio as a kid.
Oh, no, but okay. I thought maybe like as his father, you play the game as what his father did as a young man.
That would require you, Suzuki. This was just like a fun thing that fans did.
Oh, fun thing. I'm looking for that now.
Let's let Yu Suzuki finish Shenmue before he thinks about the prequel.
No, it's a
We
good
got
point
the-
though,
we
because
got
look
the
what
Yakuza
happened.
0 before Yakuza 7,
Exactly,
so-
exactly, yeah, exactly. What my point
It's
was going to
true.
be, Yakuza 0.
That is
You
a
learn
valid
about
point.
that you know, you learn
Pre-order
about the
Yakuza
backstory
7.
about pre-order Yakuza. Well, it's not Yakuza 7, is it? It's like a Yakuza
Oh, right.
like a dragon. Yeah, get it right. It's Yakuza 7 in Japan, not in the West.
Well, I could be in Japan right now. I mean, I could just take my
You
social
are-
distancing really far.
You got to learn a lot about being a company shill. We got a lot to teach you, mate. So stick with us. We'll show you.
Hey,
We'll show you the way.
This is my goal. Teach me how to shill. And I can teach you how to play Sonic R.
What will be also great is if Virtua Fighter comes back for Rio and Landy and Rio's dad and Fukusan to be actual unlockable characters.
In Sonic R,
mean-
I'd be down for that.
It's
No,
Sonic
in
R.
Virtua
All right. Compromise. The next Virtua Fighter has all the Shenmue characters, and it has all the Sonic R characters. Not Sonic characters, the Sonic R version of the
But then,
characters.
hypothetically, wouldn't
And
that just be
everybody
Shen?
can have a race. There can be a race section where you run around as Rio, you run as Sonic, you run as Akira. They're all there. It's your Sega fantasy game. Let's have fun.
Wouldn't that
You
just
know,
be
I've actually
Shenmue
had
Fighter
that in my
though?
Google Docs drafts right now. Something similar already. We're set.
That would just be Shenmue Fight or Shenmue the Fighters, like Sonic the Fighters, yeah?
Yeah, do it. Yeah,
Well, I'll
there
say
you
more
go.
along the lines of Sonic and Sega All-Stars Shenmue.
Yeah.
The Fighters, something like
Well,
that.
that's another thing. Not that we're sitting here actually making suggestions to you guys or anything, but maybe we are.
Of course not.
You should. No. Hypothetically, of course.
Hypothetically,
It
of
would be-
course.
The idea, the whole concept of the Sega All Stars, where you just kind of take them all together and put them into common genres, is awesome. And because of this nostalgia boom that's coming from Sega, especially in the last couple of years, it will be, I hope, one day to see more projects that expand upon that concept.
I've been saying this for years. I'm trying to keep going for my crazy, tinfoil hat levels here, but all of my streams, I always say that all Sega games are connected, and Mart always says they're all perfect, and they are. But I can easily compose things. All the games could have a connected storyline if you just think about it for a little while. Things do line up.
It sounds like the Pixar fan theory, where like all the movies are in the same universe.
Oh yeah, but this one gets even crazier. It's
Cars
better.
takes place after Wall-E because of the radiation, like life forms fused with cars, and the other half of them was the
Oh
toys.
my
'cause in that
god,
universe-
that's deep. That's really
Isn't
deep.
it? It's messed
Yeah.
up. Yeah. But in that universe, toys are sentient. So the idea is that they were all left on Earth after humans have abandoned it from Wall-E, and then they just
Well, they
fused.
moved it. They moved Toy Story.
Yeah.
The way I heard it, Toy Story was actually towards the beginning, and it was like some sort of like ghost
Uh,
thing tied in with Monsters Inc. or something.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't know.
Toy I'm saying like the cars part of it is like at the end of that timeline.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I understand.
This is
Yeah,
what you
I
guys all came to hear about, like why the cars eat food and use gas.
Yeah, no, the
that is the
Pixar
entire
theory
time.
is
No,
crazy
that's
for me.
I admit it. That's the whole reason we invited you to be on the stream, for that one question to be answered.
I'm
So
glad I could.
thank you for that.
All right, I'm out. Thank you. It's been great.
Nice having you. Nice meeting you. Let's see.
Thank you.
Aw.
I followed Imran, but I gotta go follow Adam real quick on Twitter.
Thank you.
Yeah, so everyone's, with the exception of Hard Pretzel, everyone's Twitters are above their names. And it wasn't Imrani, it's Imran Yusuf.
Imran Yusuf. Sorry, I mean I can't
Yes.
read if you have your label messed up.
That's
Iv.
all right.
Fix your
Yeah,
job.
sorry.
I know I had one
Imran
job.
Yusuf has been on Twitter.
I had one job, which
You
became
had one
15
job.
jobs.
And to Radio Sega, we're not ignoring that Fighters Mega Mix exists. That's a cool game.
Yep, come on. What other game can you use the Daytona car to fight, right? Or Jackie
That's
from
awesome.
Virtual Cop.
You know the Japanese version of Fighters Mega Mix? I think it's the Japanese version of Fighters Mega, or maybe it's Fighting Vipers on the Saturn. Has Pepsi Man as a playable
Yeah,
character.
it's Fighting
Really?
Vipers.
Really?
Yeah.
Fighting Vipers, yeah.
So Pepsi Man is a Sega IP now officially, right? We can claim that. We can claim that.
Yeah, I'm sure they would have no problem with that. That makes sense.
I mean, you can claim that pretzel if you want. If
Yeah,
you want
we
to
will
bring
claim
Pepsi
that.
Man
I would
back,
love
I'm sure
to.
Pepsi will have a problem with it, but
Pepsi
you can try it.
Look. See, I got the red headband. I got the white. I got the blue. I mean, let's do this. I'm Pepsi Man now.
So if you start
It's
getting
official.
followed by Pepsi on Twitter, it either means that you just hit the jackpot, or you're about to receive like legal forms.
Hey, if you want me to sponsor Pepsi, like, I have a 32 pack of Pepsi in my fridge right now. It lasts a while because I'm trying to cut down my fizzy drinks, and so
So
instead of
32
having one every
packs
day, I have
will
one maybe once a week or something like around there.
No, 32 packs is definitely a good way of cutting down, man. I agree.
Hey, it was on sale. I can't just say no.
you
Yeah, you
can.
Shenmue,
You can easily go like, "No, I'm good," and walk away.
I can't say no.
Oh yeah, because discounted calories are better.
Exactly, it is. Free food always tastes better.
Yeah, it's true.
For my first 3 years here, Sensei had me
Has RPG, I would watch a Pepsi Man stream if you do one. Do let us know.
Oh, definitely has. I was actually thinking about doing one myself, but I have no idea when it comes to PlayStation on my computer. I mean, the closest thing I came to that was Bleem way back in the day, and probably shouldn't be talking about that on the Sega stream.
No, Sega embraced the game.
I still have so many bad habits.
I love.
Real-san,
No, what we got to do though is we got to start a new campaign. Get Pepsi Man for PS1 ported to Saturn. Make it happen.
I'm
Hey,
sure
hey, so
some
I-
some
I'm
some
trying-
coders are going to do that, I'm sure.
Can I make this happen?
Do it.
sure, why not?
A 10-page pitch directed right to Ibs. Make it happen.
Well, not to me. No.
Yeah,
I'm
it's just a list
not
of
the right
complaints.
person.
That's not really useful.
No.
Hey,
No,
if I
I mean
really wrote a 10-page pitch, it'd be like, each page would say Sonic R once, and then just next page. And that's it. Ibs will know what I'm talking about.
and then the next day
Password.
Sonic R gets remade. I know your plan. I know your plan. It's a solid plan, but it's probably not going to work.
Oh, no. I'm not going to go that far with Sonic R getting remade. I mean, the thing is, as perfect as the game is, it's not a game that everybody's going to love just yet. Like, I got to make sure people are ready for this game. They're not ready yet. The world is not ready for Sonic R to come back.
You know what? The world wasn't ready for the Dreamcast. It was ahead of its time. I mean, come on, look at the internet connection on it. Like, online gaming for the console. My
Look
God.
at the
Back in the day when you had to phone up the internet in order to get on the internet.
Yes, exactly. 56K. Kids these days don't know how easy they've got it.
Yeah,
True.
absolutely. It's funny how quickly things change. But yeah, the Dreamcast brought about online gaming on consoles. I still got mine knocking around. I would love to switch it back on.
Different from mine.
But I'm worried that if something happens to it, I might not be able to get a new one.
Long time.
Well, can't get a new one.
Sensei,
I think you learned that with your Panasonic Q, though, didn't you?
most important.
I did, which I've got sitting over here now as an ornament.
So,
You can get it
What'd you
fixed,
do?
apparently.
What did
Can
you
get it
do to your
fixed. Alex knows a guy.
Yeah,
Oh, you
yeah.
do? All right,
Alex
so my
knows a guy who might be
Panasonic
able to-
Q,
that's enough.
my Panasonic Q just blew up one day. But my friend's copy of Resident Evil 4 is trapped inside it. So I had to buy him. I had to buy him a new Resident Evil 4, and the disc is still in there. But I can't. Even when you put power into it, nothing happens. So I was like, all right,
No.
I guess. Well, I'm not gonna throw it away because it's too beautiful. So I've just got it sitting.
You
here
can get it
in my,
fixed. You can get it
in my
fixed.
studio.
Wait. I want to understand this. Did you use a step-down converter?
Yes, I had to because
Of course.
I
Well, I just
It's
wanted to make sure
Japanese,
that was
yeah.
done, because that would explain the problem immediately. That sounds like you blew the PSU inside. You can get the disc tray out with just a screwdriver, just kind of wedge it in and just kind of pull it forward.
Oh yeah, but then I'm gonna
I think-
scratch the lovely mirror finish.
It's
No, you
so
won't.
beautiful,
You
that
can do
console.
it carefully.
Yeah.
Like, I own one, dude. I've been through this.
Okay.
No, we want
So
to
what,
get it
just get a-
fixed. Save Imran's Panasonic Q. We want to get that thing.
Save the queue. Hashtag save the queue.
I think the Panasonic GameCube is one of the most beautiful. Look at that. Look at that.
it is.
Look at
That is beautiful. And now I know Imran has a ring light.
Yes, you can see the ring light now. It is. If I angle it like that, maybe it will be
It's
less
so beautiful.
reflecty in the image. It is. It looks amazing.
Even
and
when it's turned on, it looks
now
good. Like the controller ports light
yeah,
up.
because-
Yeah.
more light up. And but unfortunately, everything's on it. It's like kind of defunct now. Yes, it's a DVD player, but nobody's like really using those much anymore. But I'll never get rid of it because I keep all my consoles. Like, I think it's important to keep. You got to keep your consoles, especially the really rare ones that have blown up
Absolutely.
and that no one was going to buy.
Yeah. Well, I know a guy. I recently took him 15 consoles that were either poorly or dead, and they're all as
fixed
new
all
or
of them.
better than you now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
Oh wow. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk so I can get this fixed and it can stop just being an ornament in the studio.
Yeah.
You know, I've got the Game Boy player for the Q.
Oh right. But did they only do that in black though? Right.
No, it's a gray one specifically made for that model. It's a totally different
Ah.
shape than the normal one. It is
All right.
really, really uncommon.
Because it has
Probably-
it has its own Panasonic GameCube controller as well, right? The Cube.
Yes, I have that
Yes,
too.
which I've
And
still
the
got that.
Yeah.
I think Resident Evil 4 destroyed it. I think personally that's what killed your console. It was too
Probably.
powerful.
Yeah.
It was too powerful for the GameCube.
It was, and it just wrecked it. Yeah, absolutely. That's precisely what's happened. But I enjoyed it whilst it was working. And then the Wii came out, and I could play all my GameCube games on that. But yeah, just it's a lovely machine, and it's a weird thing that Nintendo have never done anything similar since. Really, have they?
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm thinking about that. Yeah, no, there hasn't been any like weird mutant versions of the Wii by other companies. There hasn't been. There was only one iteration of the Wii U, unless you include the fact that they made a white and a black one, and then the Switch is just Switch and Switch Lite.
I think
Yeah,
the N64 was when they went crazy, like with that Pikachu edition and
Right.
all the different colors, and that was
Yeah.
amazing though.
I really miss that.
And you know what's funny is it's the retro market right now, especially for like whether it's Nintendo, Sega, or anything PC Engine. The price of these things is going up so much now. Like I remember the time, like maybe like late 2000s, they were so cheap. You could get a retro console for next to nothing. Now they're just going up in price. It's crazy.
There's a reason for that. Like and this is actually it's good for you guys because that's why people are celebrating you so much. It's like the generation that grew up on Sega as kids is now
Yep.
old enough to like do everything and has jobs, and here we are. And so a lot of people are just rebuying their childhood. So it's retro video games especially is a super expensive thing now. It's pretty cool actually that so many people get so into it and celebrate it. I love that.
I'm looking for a guy. Oh, that idiot was ragging on our jackets. When was it anyway?
But when it comes to like weird versions of consoles, you got to say Sega takes the cake. Like you guys did so many bizarre ones.
Even just
Historically.
the standard consoles were bizarre.
Yeah. Like, well, yeah, but even like when you think about the amount of things that a Mega Drive or a Genesis was put into is insane.
Yeah.
Like there's one in a Laserdisc player, there's one inside of a
Oh,
PC,
yeah.
there's one inside of a boombox. Like there's just so many bizarre ones.
So cool. It
It's
was
so cool. I miss that. Like the
experimental
and that-
Sega is so great.
it is.
They do something totally experimental. That is just, I always just like get that bump in my chest, like, oh man, they're doing it again. They're doing something crazy.
I mad respect that. I just think it's so cool, the idea that you would think that that's like an awesome idea and that we should just go ahead and do that. You saw that from other companies, but Sega definitely took the cake on like the initiative to just, why not make a boombox that has a Sega CD and a Sega Genesis in it? We could do it. All right.
We need a Twitch stream of somebody doing the Sega activator. That isn't something that gets.
I have one. Let's make it happen.
I mean, of course you do, but
Hey,
you need to stream that thing.
Send me a friend request on Discord. We can do it. I'll join you. I'm in 200%.
Pretzel's not joking, by the way.
Activator. Yeah. I know he's
I
not.
have a reputation of always asking people, you want to collab? So, I mean, hey.
Lizzie's asking question, who's actually playing? It's Alex. Alex is the one playing at the moment.
Hello.
Because Alex is the only one worthy enough to be playing the game on stream and
That's true.
not make it look really bad.
Yeah, not that guy that did the voice for the main character.
No.
Yeah, that's me now, apparently, because I'm in his spot.
Faz, are you still in the chat?
Who?
I'm summoning you, or Damocles, whichever one of you is there.
Really nice. Thanks.
I mean, I'm in the chat.
You
and
are.
Okay,
Yeah,
back
but you're our guest of honor. We can't have you looking down while you're on stream. Don't be silly. So Faz, can you do a quiz between the Saturn and the Dreamcast? Find out which is the favorite console.
No, don't do that. Don't do
Oh
that.
no, that's
not right.
brutal. That is too
No,
brutal.
No. It has to. Look, the people have to speak. We did Sonic.
No.
We did the Sonic one between Shadow and Knuckles. So
I feel a bit funny.
Yeah.
Can you not do like Multi-Mega and 32X or something? Come on, don't do that.
That's too cruel. That's too cruel, Ibs.
it's not. It's not. Why? What's the issue?
Have one be like, your favorite crazy taxi cabbie or something.
Yeah, I mean,
something good and heartfelt for the kids.
I mean,
None of
I
this,
could definitely.
war. Like you're asking for a war right here. Ibs.
It's not a war. It's
If this was the Sega MCU equivalency, this would be Captain America Civil War right now. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely choose a favorite of my children. I can't choose a favorite of Saturn and Dreamcast. That's not.
Oh, I see why now. I see why. Oh dear.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is not a vote in which I wish to partake. Thank you. Although I will say, I guess I've got more Saturns than Dreamcasts, but I don't feel that reflects necessarily how I feel.
No. There's no point in owning 15 Ferraris if you're not going to drive one, unless you're playing Outrun.
Well, they're not technically Ferraris anymore, are they?
Well. Depends if you bought it in time before they stopped selling it.
I guess. I mean, I have the Sega Ages Switch port of Outrun right now.
Where
That's what I've
it's
been
not Ferrari yet. Yeah.
That one, it's still cool. I mean, the logo actually looks a lot like the Babylon
Very similar.
logo from Sonic Riders. Hint, hint. All the games are connected, guys. I swear, they're all
I
connected.
need to ask you something. Forget it. Who the hell do you think you're talking to?
Oh man, this poll is hurting me.
I've got
Let's have a
I
look.
don't want to look at the results, but I just can't look away.
I will hurt you.
Do you think if Sonic R came out on the Dreamcast, it would be a different story? Is that what you're saying?
I want to ask you something.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Sonic R was so optimized for the Saturn. Like,
Is this a new hashtag? Hashtag save Sonic R Dreamcast.
Like, it was just so. That's why the PC ports of Sonic R were so. I don't want to say bad, but they were not.
No, they were. Windows operating systems weren't ready for gaming back then, man. So
It was not very good because they were just so optimized for the Saturn. And at the current time, Windows couldn't handle it. The Saturn was too. It was just. I don't want to say like advanced. It was just different. It was just brand new, experimental. Lots of cool tech in the Saturn. Like I've been watching Game Hut, John Burton, Traveler's Tales, doing all these great videos on programming on the Saturn.
His videos are great.
And it's like the Saturn's like, the more I'm watching now, it's like, wow, this Saturn is so cool. And I understand why you have 300 Saturns sitting in your closet right now, Alex.
Yeah.
And the collection grows every day.
Yeah, but it does a little bit because I went to collect mine from the office yesterday, so I got one more Saturn and Dreamcast and a Multi-Mega back in the fold, safe and sound.
Good.
Yeah.
Squid Boy, welcome to the stream. You're too late when I was bigging you guys up in the Virtua Fighter community, so you're too late. You can go now, mate. It's fine. No, only joking. Stick around. Only joking. We love you. No, don't go. Oh, you're just kidding. Okay. I would never tell anyone to leave the stream except for Pretzel.
Yeah,
That wasn't a hint. That wasn't a hint. All right, the results are in. The results are in. The results for this poll are. The result is Ibs, you're fired.
Excuse me.
Ooh.
wow.
I mean,
What's up?
We warned you, dude.
Okay, the little green line around it got away. I'm going to put my earbuds back in.
No, it's not that. Then let me alone, will ya? I've been waiting.
I don't care who won. All Sega games are perfect. All Sega consoles are perfect.
I can't give. I see.
All of them are perfect.
Yeah, I had some great time on the Sega Bina. I played the crap out of that.
Wait, wasn't the what was the really obscure one that you got? The Pico?
There's the Pico, and then you guys made a successor to it called the Bina.
The Bina.
In 2007, Japan only.
If you told me about the Bina, I would have said you're making that up. But shows how much I know about.
I don't believe it.
It's just a child's learning console. It's literally just like a next gen Sega Pico.
Oh. So wait, Adam, are there any Sega consoles you don't own?
When you say that, do you mean like variations or like
Yeah,
Am I
yeah, yeah, yeah.
missing-
Like, is there the one console that you want so badly and you didn't get it? I mean, I'm guessing you got the Sports Dreamcast. That would be a stupid question.
Yeah, I mean, when you want to go down that road, yes, because I don't have like the Sega Terra Drive. I don't have the Sega Mega Jet or the Wonder Jet. Sorry, I don't have. No, it's Mega Jet. Mega Jet.
That's
I don't
the plain one, right?
have
The one that they made for
the
planes.
Japanese only
Yeah.
plain one. Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have the Iowa Sega CD boombox.
What?
There's a few of them I don't have.
Wait, what?
Dude,
The
they're
Sega-
hard to find.
The boombox? No, I'm not surprised
there's-
you don't have one. I'm surprised one exists.
Well, we were just talking about it. What do you think I was referencing?
Toe
was-
Jam and Earl Special Edition Mega Drive.
Yeah,
Like,
stuff
how
like
does
that.
the-
I don't have those.
How does the eject button on that boombox work?
So-
Then? Does it
so
spit
there-
the cartridge
you can-
out?
You can look it up if you want to. It's a blue little boombox. It only came out in Japan. It has a Sega
Wow.
Mega Drive Japanese cartridge slot and a Sega CD unit on it. It all is in one unit, and it functions as a portable boombox as well.
That's
It's kind of
insane.
like the Sega CDX or the what do you guys call it over there? The
Multi-mega.
Multi-Mega. That
Yeah,
functions as a portable CD player in addition to being a Sega Mega Drive and a Sega CD. This was like the next bigger version of that sort of concept, except Iowa made it instead of Sega.
It's a portable CD player for about 6 minutes.
Oh yeah, no, it's terrible. You shouldn't really use it for that purpose. I love hearing the keystrokes because I know you're looking stuff up.
But yeah,
I'm
our-
not. I'm
our-
on my phone.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Our guy Danny in the office, he of the tattooed head, has actually he's got a jet and a Wonder Mega. I think it was Sega Japan's Wonder Mega they had in the boardroom, and then in
Nice.
the end they were like, we don't need this anymore. Do you want it?
I actually do have the Wonder Mega Model 1, the one with the automatic disk drive, and I have the JVC XI version. There's a couple other like repaints. There's like the Japanese version of the XI that's a Wonder Mega Model 2. Don't have that. There's like a couple oddball models in there that I don't have. I do have an SG-1000. I have an SG-1000 Mark II. I don't have the
Sorry,
SC-3000.
Marta, don't worry about Shengoro. I'm gonna make him a mod for the channel. Why isn't it letting me mod him? It's only letting me block him. What's going on?
Maybe it's telling you something, James. You gotta go.
Oh, James. I'll make you a mod at some point. So yeah, do something. Marta, can you? No, I'm not gonna block you. Marta, can you check your WhatsApp, please? I didn't realize you were still here.
To be honest, Adam could sit and name random consoles, and most of us would just believe him. Thank you, I guess.
I would
mean,
believe you. I would.
You can
believe you,
totally Google it. You don't have to listen to me.
Do you have too many mods or something? Am I getting kicked out live? Is that why you called me onto the stream?
Yeah,
this
this
is like
is
a
a
big-
public
it's a
public
breakup.
execution. You've seen Gladiator. This is that moment. This is that moment.
All right, here. Let me just
The
get my
audience
neck
has to
all
speak.
prepared and ready.
I'm like-
Make it quick.
We wouldn't dare. We would never dare.
I just talked too much about Sonic R. My time has come.
No, you never talk enough about Sonic R. It's just I love how much you love. Like I wish someone loved me as much as you love Sonic R.
I mean, it's not just Sonic R. It's just the easy. It's just the easy target because a lot of people they've heard of Sonic R thanks to the YouTube blowhards that want to bash on it for no good reason, and so it's like it's an easy conversation starter to like lean into. Hey, also, for the love of God, play a Sega game that isn't Sonic, please.
I mean, I
It's like,
guess.
there's so
Yeah.
many amazing games out there that I'm telling people, hey, give them a shot. Like I know it's not Sonic, but trust me, you'll enjoy it. And it's like people don't understand. Like I've actually talked to people, like even at work, where like I mentioned Sega, or I mentioned I just picked up this game, or the Sega Steam sale was insane. Like, oh, what'd you get? What'd you get? And I was like, of course I mentioned I got a couple Sonic games. Like I was going on, I picked up Yakuza, I picked up the Dreamcast collection, Chet Set Radio, Crazy Taxi,
Yep.
Nights into Dreams, and like I'm going on all these games. Like, oh right, Sega has. And I'm like, yes, please play a game that isn't just Sonic. I mean, play Sonic for sure, but hey, I mean, you're missing all these other great titles, and it's amazing. Like, that's why Sega's my favorite company of like all time, and why I'm still kind of jumpy right now. If you can't tell.
Marta, pinging Marta. Check your WhatsApp, please. Thank you.
Oh, you're gonna let Marta do the.
By the way, that's my
Stronger?
yeah. That's my Twitch account too, by the way. That wasn't someone posing as me.
Which one?
Which one was
The
that?
one that says my name.
Okay.
The one
Ah,
that just says
okay.
Adam Koralik.
I must have missed it.
Ban
again.
Adam Koralik. Ban. There you go.
Yeah, do it. Ban the shit out of me.
Never. We'd never.
Oh,
See,
I would
even
never.
requested,
I
yeah.
can't speak for everyone else at Sega. But
Oh,
I
well,
wouldn't.
thanks, Dan.
there you go.
I kid. I
I
kid.
followed you on Twitter. Your Discord is not letting me send a friend request. I guess you're waiting
Who?
for you, Adam.
Oh,
Your
yeah,
Discord's
probably.
doing- Yeah.
Just go
says
into
you,
my actual Discord and we'll sync up through that.
You have an actual Discord?
Yeah.
Sorry, I have no idea how to work all this stuff. I'm still.
I don't know. I'm a figurehead in there. I'd let other people run that. I don't know what I'm doing.
Hey, I'm a figurehead in my own server, and I don't have any other mods. Like,
There you go.
it's literally called Sam's Club, and I don't do anything.
Did Walmart give you any trouble over that?
QTE.
Not yet.
Game 100 yen.
That's called an American joke.
Very much
I
is. Like,
just about got that.
I
Yeah.
had to explain it because there were like so many people that actually didn't understand what Sam's Club even was. They thought it was just me. It was like, no, it's. And like the Americans in my chat, they're like, oh yeah, okay, cool, funny. We hate you, Sam. Thanks for the puns. You haunt our dreams. But it's like everybody else is like, oh, Sam's Club, and I just put up a new kind of a logo that uses the Sam's Club logo look.
Look at the abs on this character. How many?
He's shredded, dude.
10. He's got like a 10-pack.
That's like to the point where he's medically should be dead. Like that shouldn't.
Yeah.
You should be able to live from that.
Marta, do you want me to look it up in Portuguese and then tell you to check WhatsApp?
Obrigado.
I don't know how many times. You want me to say check WhatsApp? Don't make me
That's
say it in public.
But it's like you can say it in Portuguese, you won't understand. You have to say it in English, just like when you go like shoot the glass.
Don't die hard, yeah.
She's a dispenser. So Pretzel, after your joke, I was sort of imagining the Seinfeld music playing. Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Brilliant.
And that's a sound bite I need to get on my streams.
Awesome.
Squid Boy, that is what I like to see. Not the tragic story on why, but the reason you still enjoy Sonic R to this day is fantastic. I mean, everybody who actually enjoys Sonic R to the level I do, they always have some reason. Like there's always some kick that pushed them to play this game a lot, and you know they understand like how much heart is really in this game. You know, of course, there's the soundtrack, which Ib said not to focus on because that's been done.
You
to
said
death.
no. It's amazing. I love the soundtrack.
Unstoppable soundtrack.
Yeah.
But
Wow, man, you're really good at this QTE.
No, I'm really terrible at it. Thank you for. I got really
This is
bad
a-
reactions. I got old man reactions.
It's doing.
I never did very well on those. So Sonic R came out at the time, and I didn't really understand how a Saturn worked, and I didn't realise that you had to pull out a little tape out the back for the battery backup to kick in. So same deal for Sonic R and like Christmas nights. I'd play through it, unlock everything, switch it off, and it would all be gone again when I switched it back on. I didn't. And then a mate came around and said, "You're a donut," and he pulled the thing out the back, and suddenly I could save games, and it was revolutionary.
wait, so the Saturn version of Sonic R actually had built-in I never had a Saturn, so that's why I didn't know. Like I know there's a lot of differences between the Saturn version, but I didn't know the Saturn version actually had built-in saves. Because
Yes, the Saturn's got battery backup, so it had like a massive 128 blocks of storage if you used a watch battery. But for it to work, you had to pull out a tab, and I didn't know that, so I didn't have save games for like
A long
couple of
time.
years I had the machine. Yeah, it was,
Aw.
I wasn't very smart kid. I'm
hey,
basically
I
having
wasn't
to.
very smart either. I mean, I spent all of my time playing Sonic R instead of actually doing my homework. Because homework is a scam. It's for chumps. I remember.
Absolutely, man. Like a habit of learning is really important, right? And we all do that. Video games are a part of learning. You know, every time you're playing a video game, you're solving a puzzle. Every game you're playing really is just a massive puzzle
Yeah.
with a different narrative. And but just go home and like learn this stuff. I was like, yeah. So I didn't do homework. I didn't do my homework, and I'm going to start a campaign, ban homework.
I mean, homework
At home,
so
be at home.
ridiculous. I actually, my
Yeah.
friend, a really good friend of mine, they're doing these stupid online courses now. She was finishing up her semester here and gets to be the last week, and it's just too much. She just messages me at 2 a.m. in tears, like, Sam, I really need some help. I've messaged everybody, and like, I have this intro to theater nonsense that I got stuck into. Please, can you help me? You know, of course, I'm confessing to this right now, but I did do several of those assignments, which they were really just busy work assignments. Sit there, you have to watch a stupid PowerPoint and then answer questions that were already answered in the PowerPoint verbatim. It's like just simple memorization, wasting your time. When there's so much better stuff you could be doing. You could be learning things you actually want to learn. Like, if you wanted to learn theater, there's better ways to do it than sitting there memorizing how many times Caesar got stabbed. That's not important. That is not important.
Yeah, I managed to get on television without doing any formal acting training. So just basically, just be a bit of a show off like me, and things sometimes work out. That's my advice.
That got me a voiceover gig in a game, so I get you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's and at home, home is for you to be at home, to have dinner with your family, and to chill out and to relax, and not constantly feel that you've got to hand in. Sometimes homework is it's way too much, and but this is me who failed all of his GCSEs because I was playing video games. Well, not because I was playing video games, because I'd rather be playing video games. And in the end, got a job in games. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen? Well, people, fans, Shenmue fans, I'm going to have to love you and leave you as it creeps towards midnight here in the UK.
Wait, what?
And I hope...
What time is it?
And
You
I'm
know
going
what that means, right? Like,
It's 1:45. It's 1:45 to midnight now. Yeah.
thank you for having me on this, everyone.
No,
I
it's
really
great to have you,
appreciate it,
man.
and I'd love to
was
do it
great.
again.
It was great to have you. No, thank you
always
for
good to
coming.
see you, bro.
Yeah.
Always
Like, I've
welcome.
actually heard your
Awesome.
name before, but I've never actually, followed you or anything. So now you've been followed on my Twitter. I followed you on
Aw.
Twitch. Sent you a Discord friend
Oh,
request.
thank you.
You
Yes,
mentioned,
please,
making friends. I would love to make you as a friend. Let me know if I need where to submit my 10K
Absolutely,
speech
that's all-
for me.
Yeah.
You can actually, follow me back and we can interact more. But
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely, Sam. Yeah, I'll do that once. As I log out of this and everything, I'll catch up with all the follows and say hello to everybody. And for those of you who are still watching, thank you very much. Please continue being Sega fans. Please continue being Shenmue fans, and tell all your friends to play Shenmue, because it's up to 75% of Shenmue 1 and 2 on Steam. And follow me on Twitter, Imran Yusuf, or on Twitch at Super Nintendo. Thank you very much, and good night.
Take
God
care,
bless.
Imran. Thank you so much for joining.
man.
Thank you.
thank you. Always
night.
good to see you, man.
Right now, I have to
Alright,
fix all the
you're
cameras. Sorry, Alex.
do this.
Sorry, I just made you. I just made you lose. I just made you lose.
He was saying that I reminded him a lot of him, and now look where I am. I am.
You're him now.
You have become him.
I
Yeah.
have become Imran.
It's what you would have wanted.
So let me just go grab my Panasonic Cube over here.
It's a beautiful
not.
console, isn't it?
It's
I
so
have
beautiful.
one, but it's like
It's
way
not
over there.
Man, I have no cool Sega memorabilia. I'm hoping to get some eventually, but
Why don't you
I
have
gotta
any
wait.
Sonic R plushies?
I do not actually. I really wish I
That's
did.
what I'm asking. I said, why? Why don't you do it? Make it happen.
Because they don't exist.
He's right.
There are a couple of them out there somewhere, but they
I'm
were
fairly
most likely
certain that
fan-made
X
or
will have something
UFO
to say
catcher
about that.
only, and they're long gone by now. I mean, the closest thing I got is this little Sonic mince tin that my with an octopus stuck to it. But little Sonic the Hedgehog
I'm
mince.
really, really sorry about that, Alex. That was not meant to happen.
Sorry, I'm basically having to burn time until 7 p.m. That's why I've just been running around, just crawling into various whatevers.
The octopus that was stuck on Sonic.
I'm gonna look back at the chat. What's going on here?
Aw. Yeah, how's
Oh, yeah,
everyone doing in the chat?
James is mentioning that his favorite Sega licensed console is that Panzer Dragoon Orta Xbox. That thing's pretty neat. It basically, it's debatably, actually, I take this back. There were Yakuza themed PS3s, weren't there? Anybody remember?
I believe.
I'm-
Actually, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know.
I vaguely recall they would have been Japanese only, but I vaguely
Yeah.
recall that being the case. So I was gonna say, like, that was Panzer Dragoon Orta. The Xbox would be like kind of the first, not really Sega console, but kind of like a Sega console after the Dreamcast, which
What a
is kind of
game.
an interesting little
Still gorgeous.
asterisk. We just got rated, like our numbers doubled, went from like 100 to
Whoa,
200.
whoa, whoa! Who just raided us? Whoa! What did I miss?
I don't know. It's just going insane in the chat.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
We got rated by Psycho Hypnotic.
Psycho Hypnotic, thank you so much for the raid. My
With
God.
a party of 101. Well done.
Oh wow! Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Hope you're all doing well. I hope you're having a great Wednesday, evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. Welcome to the Sega stream. I'm Ibs. I'm also joined by Alex and Hard Pretzel and Adam Koralik. Hard Pretzel doesn't have his Twitter handle above his head because he was a gatecrasher, but he's always welcome. Hope you're all doing well. We're playing Shenmue. Earlier on we had the voice actor of Ryo Hazuki, Corey Marshall, with us, and we also had comedian Imran Yusuf, who was also a massive fan of Shenmue. He just left a moment ago, but welcome. I don't know how long we're gonna see this goes on for, but welcome, guys. Hope you're all well.
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Oh no, all we need to know is how you're doing, mate. That's
Of course. Of course.
that's
I'm
a given.
ecstatic.
All right, I tried messaging. I've tried messaging. Sam, I've tried messaging Marta on here and on WhatsApp, and she's not responding. I don't know if you know where she is or if you could ping her.
Should I send her a message out?
Yeah, just tell her to check WhatsApp. Yeah.
All right, here, I'll just do that real quick.
Superman Dan says he wants to see a Keith Apicary on a live stream. That would be a dream come true.
Keith Apicary is a cool guy. He's a cool guy. He's very different when he's out of character, as you would expect.
Psycho Hypnotic, thank you. We'll give her a thank you for that. Thank you so much for the raid. Sorry, guys, I interrupted you talking. Carry on.
Not anything important, but
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
I was just thinking Keith Apicary is not his character. That's
well, yeah,
should have
but
been expected.
although I don't know, Nathan Barnett, when he's out of character and doing his podcast and everything, I see a lot. You do see like the strains in there where he pulls inspiration from. But that guy's amazing. He's fascinating. I love his dance videos, everything. He's yeah. I think the first thing I saw, because obviously he's done a lot of advertising for Sega as well. He's been in a couple of like commercials for Sega America.
Yes, you have been summoned for the nth time to check your WhatsApp. Thank you.
Oh, Marta's back. Okay.
She back.
To kind of swing stuff back around to Shenmue. So I was introduced to something recently regarding this game that I somehow had never picked up on, and it's relevant to what we're doing right now. So people always wonder, like, I guess it's cool you can put Hang On in there, but like, really, who cares? But it's actually neat because what it does is it prepares you for later on in the game when you're supposed to be driving the motorcycle with Ryo. It's all foreshadowing. That's how the game is training you, is when you have these off moments when it's like, oh, I have to wait till 7 p.m. You're doing what you're supposed to do, which is practice for a later part of the game without realizing it.
Yeah, it's true.
Faz or Pretzel, can we give a shout out to the lovely gent that raided us if you haven't already?
Oh yeah, I sent one out early, but I can send another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Not enough love.
It was Psycho Hypnotic,
Thank you so much. Yeah, Psycho Hypnotic. If I'm not mistaken, that's an Alien Isolation stream you were doing, right?
Ooh, Alien Isolation. That game we've been playing a lot lately.
Not enough people playing that game.
Such a good game. Kyle X has been streaming that a lot too. Even named the alien after Kevin.
Yeah, that's why Kevin's finding it hard to watch those streams because he keeps thinking he's talking about him. So true story.
I think I'm able to tell the difference. Like when people say, "Hey Sam, stop skewering me with your tail," I can kind of assume it's not me, but I mean, hey, you never know.
No, you never know.
Kevin might actually be a xenomorph.
Oh wait, Psycho Hypnotic, you're not one of those people who mods the game to make it harder, are you? Because that's just crazy.
Replacing every
I've heard-
NPC
I've-
with the alien.
No, I've heard that there's mods to add more aliens.
Yeah, yeah. So I've seen that mod where every NPC gets replaced with an alien, which is just nightmare fuel.
Man, I can't wait to play this game. I think I might even just play it tomorrow instead. I was thinking maybe wait until Friday, but
What,
Man.
Shenmue?
It's similar. It's very similar in the way like with Yakuza, where you can just get lost in the mini games, like whether
yeah,
it's
exactly.
the
That's what
arcade
I'm
or
worried about. But that's also what I'm excited for.
duck
Kinda
racing,
going back-
man.
Yeah, Shenmue 2 is duck racing.
Duck
One of the
racing
hardest
is
things ever to unlock.
legit.
Yeah.
Well, this one, like, kind of going back to what I was saying about Outrun, or not, yeah, hang on, sorry. This game is similar in that this mini game, you think like, what's the point of this? But if you look at it symbolically, it's about a guy in basically like a brown shirt and blue pants who's chasing a dragon, which is Shenmue.
I'd never made that connection before. I don't think it prepares.
That's
me for later on in the
genius.
game.
That is genius,
Yep.
and both made
Yep.
by Yu Suzuki. So that's genius.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So, question, and this is to you guys in the chat as well, not just the people on the stream. Favorite Yu Suzuki game that is not Shenmue?
That's a tough one.
That's
Oh.
also harsh.
Why not play
I
one?
mean, not as
I mean,
bad.
Power Drift is right up there for me. Power Drift is one of my favorite. Outrun, good one, Solar Field. Yeah. Virtua
Yeah, I
Fighter, of course you chose Virtua Fighter.
Outrun 2.
Afterburner, good.
Yeah, I'd probably go with one of the Outruns.
Wait, was Outrun 2 Yu Suzuki as well?
Yeah. I think so.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Daytona
put
was
the phone.
Toshihiro Nagoshi, I think. It wasn't Yu Suzuki.
Yeah, well, I know
Space
the game
Harrier?
too, but
I definitely really love Space Harrier.
Yeah, maybe I'll go Space Harrier. I'm not good at it, but I like it.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
terrible.
okay.
That music alone. just
Oh,
throws
look,
it up.
a wild Marta has appeared. Hello, Marta.
Hi,
Say hello to
everyone.
everyone.
How's it going? Hi,
Hi.
everyone.
What was
Hola.
this? What's the mysterious WhatsApp request?
This was, it was, and she was too.
Apparently so.
She doesn't have time for me. She has time for everyone in the chat and everyone watching and everyone on the stream except me. And I had to talk to her through Pretzel because she's probably blocked me on WhatsApp by now. And and here she is.
You know what I'm up to, Ibs. You know all my secrets. You know all
Oh,
my
I
dirty
know. I know
secrets.
now. I know because you're secretly plotting takeover of Twitch, aren't you? That's what you're really doing.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Taking over the world one stream at a time. One stream at a Pretzel, can we please give a shout out? Can we please give a shout out to This Is Marta?
Wait, why? I feel
Why
like
not?
this is a trap. Is this a trap? I feel like
It's
this
a trap
is a trap.
because then we're gonna get everyone to unfollow you straight after. No, not really.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah.
Oh, you
How you
started
guys
right.
doing?
I'm proud of you. We're doing good. We're quite deep into the stream watching Alex collect little toys now. So
You know
this
what?
is,
I've just forgotten something. I'm driving 100 miles north tonight, and I forgot. Ta-da.
Oh,
How's the stream?
you-
How's the stream been so
100
far?
miles?
great. It was great. It was great having Corey on earlier.
Oh,
it was great having Imran
fantastic.
on, and it's great having you on now, even though it's
I
very
know,
brief.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I wanted to. I love being on streams. I think this is only in 3 months of streaming. This is the second stream that I haven't been involved in Sega stream.
You're on the stream.
There's
I know you are the Sega stream. That's why you
so
are.
many. No, okay, stop. Now you're just being cheeky. But so many beautiful faces on stream. You guys didn't need me. I was in chat. I was saying hello to everyone.
You were, and you were ignoring me in chat. It was great. I loved it.
No, I wasn't. Not
It
true.
was great.
So is Alex doing well? And also
Alex is
Adam,
doing phenomenal.
Adam, I'm never blocking you. You can never ban
You have
me
to
ever.
ban me from the Twitch though. Like
It's not happening. You
Why?
can ask as much as
I
you
will-
want.
It's not.
because I don't want
It's
to.
not
I
a
will
Sega
command
stream. It's not a Sega stream unless you block Adam once at least.
Yeah, you have to do it at least once.
Fair, I don't know how, but I can pretend I did.
Thank you. I
Oh, he
appreciate
just
that.
said to ban him. So what
Yeah.
I'm going to do is, oh, what? My finger slipped. My finger slipped. Sorry, Adam, you're a mod now.
Ah,
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh,
now I
no!
can't.
so now I can.
Now you can. Now you
can I
can.
ban
All
ban
that
myself?
power. All that-
I've actually tried that
Wait.
several times in these streams.
Can I ban myself?
You can't ban yourself. But I
No,
noticed that,
Not yourself
like,
either.
I noticed that as soon as I made you a mod, there's a ray of light on your face from the sun. What is that about?
Thank you. The sun's coming
Holy, Holy Ghost confirmed. That proves I am Holy Ghost. I am Holy Ghost Tips.
I mean, hey, I could open up my curtains right here, get some light.
So, Hez Raw, there's a running joke. Whenever I follow people from the Sega account, people are like, oh my god, Sega followed me. And my reply is always, whoops, my finger slipped. And
Yeah,
I apologize.
always.
So, in fact, Hez Raw, are we following you from the Sega account?
You better be.
Well, wait, before Marta kills me. Oh, yeah, we are now.
Are you following
Oh, wait,
me?
you don't stream any Sega games. Sorry, we're going to unfollow. I'm only joking. We'll never unfollow. We never unfollow anyone except for Adam.
Well, yeah, that's by request though, so that's good. That's just fulfilling.
Also, can somebody
I can,
can somebody
I can
please
okay.
can somebody please give a shout out to Hazraw? I hope I'm not butchering your name, Hazraw, because I don't know whether it's.
That's how I say it, so I hope.
Then yeah.
I hope
Oh,
it's okay.
Pretzel doesn't waste any time. He's got shout outs on speed
Pretzel-
dial.
Pretzel has the red headband on. He's full on Rambo. Look, he's trying to be like me. I get it. I am pretty cool.
Yeah,
But
I wore mine first. Like Kevin,
not the
I
red,
was here
not the
first.
red
I was
one.
here
Not
first.
not the red one.
Hey, the
I
first
was
time you
Rambo.
saw
I
me,
was
my face
Rambo.
reveal was red.
And
Right.
also, while you're on a shout out frenzy, can you please give another shout out to Psycho Hypnotic, please? Because
hell
that
yeah.
is one
Oh,
that's
I
one
checked-
hell of
I
an
checked
entrance.
out-
Just
I
for
checked
that
out his
entrance
stream
alone.
Earlier. So I checked out his stream
Yeah,
earlier
you
for a little bit.
you might have planted like Inception planted a seed in his
didn't-
mind to do
I
a
didn't
raid,
do.
right?
I didn't do anything. You know what I did? I went in there and I demanded games. How does that feel? How does that feel? Did you like that?
I love it.
like,
I love that you did that.
Give me,
I love that you did
give
that.
me, give me the games we want. Do it.
So speaking of stream,
a
when
pleasure.
is Thorm and Gander doing his stream? When are you guys live then?
We were prepping until I was kidnapped. So we're
Oh,
pretty much.
well, don't let me keep you. Don't let me keep you. You have a
We're
stream to
pretty
do.
much.
You have.
Yeah, so we're gonna go and do our thing, but
Okay.
I'll be lurking. I'll be lurking over here, saying, you know.
You're always
I'm still
welcome to
watching
lurk.
you. Don't misbehave while I'm away.
She's
I'm
she's
still
watching. Auntie
No
Marta
promises.
is watching.
I am. Always. Yeah, but
No
this is
Marta,
nice. Thank you
no
so
rule.
much. No Marta, no
Obrigado.
rules, exactly.
Well, thank you
Oh,
for
nada,
blessing this.
nada.
Thank you for blessing this stream with your very brief presence. But we look
Oh.
forward to seeing you teach Thormungandr how to Streets of Rage 4. That's going to be
Oh,
quite
don't you worry. I will. I'm gonna.
Wait,
I'm gonna-
Thormungandr's here. Thormungandr, go away. You've got a stream to do. Go.
we're
Shoo.
gonna- Well,
Shoo,
yeah,
Thormungandr, shoo.
He's gonna do this. He's gonna do the stream with me, so we kind of.
Yeah, go.
Kinda need...
Go on, take Marta, get out of here.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna run away now, but it has been an absolute pleasure.
Always a
Adam,
pleasure.
please don't ban yourself.
Boa
Alex,
noite.
You can't.
Boa noite.
Uh,
Boa noite.
Boa noite.
Oh yeah, his girlfriend is also Portuguese, so he
Oh,
knows
amazing.
he knows the lingo.
Amazing.
Yeah.
No, I know like she won't let me learn it. I know like 3 phrases. So that's about all you got.
Look, introduce me to her, and we'll have a chat together.
I'll open with an hola, and that's about as far as I got.
That is fantastic already.
Okay.
That's good enough.
That's more
That
than
was your
most
chat. That
people.
was Adam's pickup line was Ola, and that was it. She was.
And she
that's
was like,
it,
you
in
know,
his
I
arms.
speak English, right? And I was like, yeah, good, because I got nothing here.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Alex, stay focused. You look very focused.
He is nothing but. He's nothing but. He's just thinking about that 100-mile drive up to
That is
see the
that is
folks.
definitely a cultural thing because Sam said only 100, and I was totally with him on that. That's nothing.
Okay, so good. We're on the same page here.
No, here's the thing I've learned about British people versus us. Americans, 100 miles, okay, I'm going to work. For them, that's like, oh, dude, that's my day. And like, you gotta stop somewhere in between, spend the night there for the other half.
Yes.
It's a completely different thing.
Yeah, swap
We don't get
horses
out of bed
halfway,
for more
all
than
that.
10 miles, so.
Yeah, it's definitely a cultural difference.
I mean, Marta goes for, a sprint, a 10K sprint every Sunday, so...
Not a sprint, a very slow, methodical jog.
Like,
go
you
for
put your
10K
arms back and you
weekend.
just straight up Naruto run the entire 10K.
Have you been spying on me?
You put a Hot Pocket in the microwave, and you come back just in time for it to, ding, and you grab it.
We don't have Hot Pockets here, man.
recognise that.
We don't even have Pop-Tarts here anymore.
Yeah. We don't have anything pretzel. We don't even have pretzels.
You have me.
Oh,
You know
that
it,
is
you
another
know
GIF
it.
right there. That's a GIF we're going to
Yeah.
be using.
We need.
That's a
that.
GIF.
Can someone clip that and send it to me, please?
Please clip that. Please clip that.
Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna GIF the hell out of that. If you haven't seen magical eyebrows yet, you're missing out.
Oh no, the magical eyebrows.
Also,
I think I'm wearing, I'm wearing
pretzel.
the same outfit in the magical eyebrows. Anybody
Oh.
watching? I did do laundry in between. I'm not wearing the same clothes straight, I promise.
I don't believe
Okay,
that.
he's
So
just
he
like
says.
Batman. You open up his
Nobody
wardrobe, it's just 30 of the same thing. That's okay.
Yep, 15
I really-
bandanas, 30 of the same
Sure.
t-shirt. Yeah.
These are dollar
Oh,
store headbands.
Marta,
Yes?
personal request. If you're
Oh,
going to
no.
be using Blaze,
Oh, I'm scared.
if you're going to be using Blaze, can you please wear the red bandana? Thank you.
I promise nothing, but I might.
Okay then. Well, I think in that case, get off my stream. Get off my stream!
Get off my lawn, guys. It's
Oh.
always a pleasure.
we just lost Adam, I think.
No, I'm right here.
Oh, we lost Adam's camera
Adam
then.
is never leaving.
Hang on, I'll fix that. Suddenly my mic died. I don't know what that was, but I fixed it. Everything's fine now. Sorry about that.
Oh, there we go. We got you
timing.
back.
Bad
We
timing.
got you back. It's never
That was
bad
me
timing.
picking myself.
Anyway,
That's how that was.
Anyway,
I'll
we'll
play
let you
with
go.
Paul.
We'll let you go. You got. Look, Thormangander's getting really impatient. He's saying Blaze, yes. That means let's go.
Blaze, yes.
Let's go.
I'm gonna show him how it's done in the streets of rage.
Sorry,
Thanks
I just realized that Alex is playing himself and not the game. There you go. Right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly. Thanks.
Right.
Thanks for getting me in, Ibs. Much appreciated. Love your faces.
I guess you can say I let you in.
You did let me in. Thank you.
Yeah, you say all the times you say let me in, I let you in. So thank you for coming though, Marta. We'll.
No, thank you for inviting me. It's always a pleasure, and all of you beautiful people in chat, I love your faces so much. Thank you for being here. Sorry I didn't get to say hi to
they'll see
everyone
you
earlier.
soon. They'll see you soon, very soon.
You'll be seeing me
Yeah.
very, very soon. You just hold on to your seats, enjoy the rest of the beautiful Shenmue stream, embrace the beautiful face that is Hot Pretzel, and I'll see you guys in a second.
So only embrace
Love
his
you.
face. Got it. Only embrace his face. I
Only,
get
only
it.
his face. Ignore everyone
Okay.
else. Bye.
Got it.
Bye.
Love ya.
Bye for now.
Paulie B from D303, welcome back. Hope you're doing good. Embrace. Right, no, guys, those of you who stuck around, thank you. Those of you who didn't stick around, shame on you. I won't hold
We'll
it
never
against
know
you.
because they left.
Well,
I would never leave.
I'm using my mind to hope that they feel
They
bad.
feel guilty.
They feel guilty, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
only
Has
left one
RPG, you're
ticket
not
for
being named
before.
and shamed because you stuck around. We love you.
I've only left one Sega stream, and that was because I had work the next day at 4 in the morning. So
I
and now
can't
I'm
believe.
actually off
Yeah.
work for the next week. So I'm
Oh,
set.
amazing. So that's more streaming from you then, hopefully.
Oh yeah, all next week. All next week I'm doing an entire. I've so far decided to just do like a week of Sonic, but I might stretch that out and play some Shenmue because You know, the more I'm watching this,
See,
it's like, man,
this
I
is
really
what we
wanna
like
get
to
into
see. Someone who's been inspired by what they. Well, you did buy the game yesterday, but still, you've been
this. Hey, I was
inspired by what
inspired
you're
by that
seeing.
sale.
Oh yeah, fire sale. Which what we're talking about is you could look at the bottom of the screen. You can see that Shenmue 1 and 2 on Steam is up to 75% off. The reason we say up to 75% is that percentage might change depending on where you are in the world based on currency conversions and all that. But yes, you can get the game on Steam until tomorrow at 6 p.m. GBST, which will be, I think, 10 a.m. Pacific, if I'm not mistaken. So you can get it until then for up to 75% off, which is 2 games for that price. You're getting Shenmue 1 and Shenmue 2.
Yeah, it cost
this
me
is
80
currently-
quid when they first came out.
Yeah, on the OG Dreamcast, that's right. Did you buy the OG Xbox version as well?
I didn't. No, I tried the demo, and the sepia filter annoyed me, so I didn't.
You know you can turn that off.
Yeah, it just irritated me. Also, I had no money, so I was using that as an excuse.
Ah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It was good that it had the English dub though, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, one of my favourite things in this game is in the koi carp pond. They've actually got the whole working wooden thing that fills up with water,
Mm-hmm.
and then it actually. Yeah, that's fantastic.
It's
So
good. that you
when
said that, 'cause
Angel-
actually we had a
Angel from the
question
video team was
specifically.
capturing the game. He was zooming in on that constantly.
He did like that. There was a question that literally was, could you guys tell us your favorite part of Shenmue and which part you like the least? So I guess you like the koi pond. That's your favorite part.
I've never thought about what my favourite part is, to be honest.
Yeah, in Shenmue 1, my least favorite part is easily when you have to fight Chai in the arcade. I hate that. My favorite
That's the
part
hardest
is
part of the
probably-
game, isn't it?
Yeah, I hate it. It's like
Unanimously.
as many times as I've replayed this game, that is still the one part where I'm like, okay, all right, let me get another drink. I need to I need to prepare for this. This is gonna suck. And that's only if you want to do it the correct way, where you beat him, which is what makes that so difficult. Losing to him is easy, obviously.
Yeah.
But like probably the best part in the whole game is probably actually beating Chai at the end, because it's like vindication of beating the crap out of that little nutcase.
So I think I don't think my favourite part was anything. It was when the game was still relatively fresh and you didn't know how to set off certain cutscenes, and just if you didn't know where to go because you're following up leads and sniffing about, and you'd encounter incidental things that other people might not have done, or they'd see different stuff that you didn't.
That's true. But that's like a concept thing. But I totally agree with you. Like every time I play Shenmue, I discover stuff I've never seen before. Like literally, like it happened to Imran. He was like, "I've never even been inside this building."
Well, we just had a raid. We had a raid, Mr. Nut 123. Thank you so much for the raid, guys. If you want to see a speedrunner of Streets of Rage 4, please follow Mr. Two Nut 123. He's part of a group of streamers that basically speedrun Streets of Rage 4, and they are insane to watch. These guys are amazing.
Nice.
Thank you so much for the raid, mate. Thank you so. I hope you're doing well.
Get ready, yes, sir. Okay, Kota. Oops.
Oh, I love this bit.
Oh, this is cute.
Are you okay?
Yeah, but be careful when playing in the road.
Okay.
They had to think about it first and go, okay.
Yeah.
And they left the little girl alone. That's just mean.
He goes, "Take care," and they just go, "No."
So you take care and then just chase them down the road. Make sure they're going
Yeah.
home. Yeah.
Take care, and they just run off down a street where somebody was known to have been hit by a car recently. Yeah.
Kost Yushman, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, is asking, Adam, do you like Streets of Rage 4?
Right. So I haven't played it since PAX South, at the thing that we went to go check it out
Earlier
at.
in the year, yeah.
I really liked that, but like I've been waiting for my limited run physical edition to show up, and it's still not here.
Oh, yeah, because you get the vinyl with that as well, right?
Right, from what I recall. So I've been waiting on that. But I think I might also go pick it up for the Xbox One at some point. Because I typically prefer to play stuff on that. I think for the PS4, I was just kind of like all the collectible goodies that it came with.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yeah.
Paulie B,
But when
you
I
need to do yourself a favor and play Streets of Rage 4. If you love Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3, it's legit. It is a worthy successor. It's got just the right amount of stuff that you loved about the first 3 games, but it also adds a lot more. It's got a combo system. It's got 4-player offline co-op, or if you're playing the PC version, you can use Steam Remote Play Anywhere or Parsec to play with 3 other friends. It's amazing. It's really good. It's just the right length. Bosses are just the right difficulty. There's the right patterns to learn against the enemies. It's really good.
Yeah, when I was
and it is
at
on
that
Game
thing,
Pass. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on,
When I
Adam.
was-
Sorry.
no, no,
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I was just saying, when I was at the thing in San Antonio at PAX South for that, I was talking to some of the devs from Paris, and they were like, "Yeah, we really designed it as like the true successor to Streets of Rage 2. Like that was our big inspiration."
And it's the
And
thing you
it,
said.
it really shows. It really shows.
It's I mean that just goes to show as well when .emu and Lizard Cube went to Sega Japan to present it, they went and they basically showed it was a passion project from fans of the series. You can tell when you play the game from start to finish, you can tell they were fans of Streets of Rage, and that is how beautiful it is. It's such a beautiful game.
That must have been a nerve. I mean, maybe they were just super confident in their product, but even so, that must have been nerve-wracking.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Yeah.
I know, but you can't reason with those guys.
So one thing I kept on noticing with the remaster, which I hadn't noticed when I was playing through the first time, Adam probably noticed, was the difference between the English dub and the Japanese dub is an archetype where in English they'll have a deeper voice, in the Japanese version they'll have a higher pitch voice, and vice versa. And it's quite interesting how those different character archetypes are done. So for example, Fukusan in the English language version's got quite, not shrill, but quite a high pitched voice, quite trebly, whereas in the Japanese originally he's got a deep, like husky voice, and you see that with quite a few of the characters.
There's actually, I'd love to give that some sort of creative reason, but actually that boiled down to logistics. Corey would have been perfect to ask about this, but he told me the story about it. But basically what happened was when it came to the Japanese dub, they're doing the whole thing in Japan. They have a wide pool of actors to work with, and they can set the tone, because Yu Suzu can be like, I get who this character is, and I want him to sound like this, whatever. But with the English dub, he more or less had to trust the translators to handle it, and they only had like a handful of people to work with. So in that case, you had like Eric Kelso, who's doing multiple voices, and then he's like, "How about this is Fukusan?" You know, like, and then it's just kind of you just kind of do that, and he's like, and some of the, especially some of like the background NPCs, like the sailors, especially the ones who are just like, "Meh, guy, meh." He's like, that Corey actually said a lot of those characters came at 3 a.m. when you just don't know what else to sound like, and you're like, okay, we'll do that. It's good. Let's go home. Like that's he's like, that's how some of the bad ones came about. But
Neoblast says, hello fellas. Neoblast, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Sorry, continue, Adam. I keep cutting you off to say hello to people.
No, it's okay. No, it's totally okay. That's what happens in these things. I'm guilty of it too. But yeah, no, Corey actually would have told you this too. He was just like, when they were doing it, he was like, I can do other voices. I don't have to just play Rio. And they were like, nope, you only play Rio no matter what. And so that's why you don't hear him play anyone else in the game. They just wouldn't let him do it.
Pretzel, Sam, I hate calling you Pretzel when you're live on stream. It feels wrong. Sam, if you could give a shout out to Faz, please, as well, because he's been an absolute champ.
There you
Mr.
go.
Faz D. Look at that, so quick. You're so efficient.
I mean, it's great because people on the stream, they're catching up to the shout out before I even type it, because stream delay.
Faz, I'm only giving you a
That's why
shout
I
out
thought
because you can't beat me at Tekken. That's the only reason I feel sorry for you. So I wanted to give you a shout out.
Hey, I can't beat you at Tekken
Technically,
either.
he beat me on his stream because he was using lag. But speaking of fighting games, Lightwing Dragon, hello, how are you? Lightwing Dragon is also a friend and one of the most fiercest Virtua Fighter players I've ever seen in my life. He joined one of our Virtua Fighter streams and decimated everyone, and then decided, you know what, I'm tired, so you guys play. Legit, that's what happened. He beat every single one of us. He beat us multiple times, and he was like, "Oh, I'm tired. I'm tired. You guys play."
He was probably bored. It was so easy to crush you guys.
It's true. He was funny. We were making him yawn. So
I'm hurting my fist on your face.
That was like our Puyo Puyo Tetris
stop walking
stream.
into my fist.
It reminds me,
Faz,
you
if
see
you-
Kung Pao, it just reminds me of that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, Faz, if you wanna rematch after the stream, I'm up for it.
It's the Bonanza, bro.
I should try again.
Oh, Radio Sega. Yes, of course. You were at the Judgment event where he destroyed everyone and made us all look rubbish at Virtua Fighter. Yes, that was the day. Lightwing Dragon. He's also a massive Shenmue fan. I also want to. We need to. Can we, Faz? Would you be able to find Lightwing Dragon's Instagram page just to show everyone how amazing his Ryo Hazuki cosplay is? Because it is really amazing. Everyone needs to see that. Not to mention his Bayonetta cosplay as well. Fantastic work.
Yeah.
That's Andrew.
Like the
right?
hardest part of Andrew Lim. Yes, right. Yeah. The hardest part of a Bayonetta cosplay is clearly not the you know, the midsection or anything like that. It's the shoes, right? The shoes are the most important part to get right. You got those guns on them. Oh, Hazraw, have you seen the? Yeah, it's so good. It's such a good cosplay.
I should try again.
Oh, are you talking about Bayonetta the game? Because that also is very good. You need to play that if you haven't. Anyone who hasn't played Bayonetta needs to play Bayonetta.
Didn't it just come out in a combo pack with Vanquish the other day?
The
that
other
was a little
day,
while ago,
meaning
but
late last year. But I think it's been a while since it's been a while since Pretzel's been shopping for games. So he was like, yeah, it's the other day, wasn't it? You know,
Yeah.
like Shenmue came out the other day as well, like a few years ago.
Exactly.
I heard about that.
As far as I'm concerned, it did.
I hope
He
he gets
knows
a
I'm
third
playing.
one.
I love you, Pretzel, Sam Pretzel, or whatever your real name is.
I've won an invisible. I've won a cloaked Klingon toy.
You got a nothing. Good job.
Klingon ship. You've won. Well done. Chicken leg. You got an achievement as well.
Get another.
I'm making
No, don't get
progress to
another.
it. I've got to. I basically can't get where I need to go until 2 p.m. So unless you've got something else you want me to do, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
try and beat your own score on Hang On, or try and beat Hang On full stop.
I've never really played Hang On. I never played those games because
So when
you
Marta
really-
was streaming Yakuza a while back, she spent an entire hour on Hang On and still couldn't
I feel-
finish it.
Why don't you
that's
go
what
into
I
one of
did.
those like casino things and just gamble away all of his money?
okay, yeah, that's a long-term.
I mean, it's not like I'm going to use this save file ever again, is it now? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, so Adam, we do our 24-hour game blast every year, and so we knew we wanted to do Shenmue.
yeah.
But I didn't want to just start the game. So obviously, a lot of the time when you stream the game, you just start. Everybody's seen the beginning of the game quite a lot, right?
Yeah.
So you go and you pick up the batteries, you get the scroll. So I want to do some different. So in one night, I started Shenmue 2 and unlocked the duck racing.
Ugh, I don't envy that. Like, the duck racing is one of the most ridiculous things that anybody could have ever found or even placed into a video game. The amount of totally unrelated stuff you have to do to unlock it is
are you meant-
ridiculous.
How are you meant to? Well, I mean, just by soaking into the world to a degree that I cannot comprehend. But I don't know how you would find that organically. I know I wouldn't.
I actually completely agree. I don't know how you could find it organically, and that's kind of what makes Shenmue so amazing, is that even if you were completely into it and you're so devout, like myself, you still wouldn't end up doing that unless you went out of your way to do it. But
Yeah.
there's always that potential that you might. For people who don't know, in order to unlock the duck racing, you have to get to the point of the game where Rio's trying to catch the leaves, and then you have to like leave and then go back and you try to catch some feathers, and if you catch some feathers, it'll unlock a certain area near the come over guest house. There'll be a door that's open now that is very subtle, and if you go back there, there's like a coin, and if you find that coin, you can take it to the arcade, and if you take it to the arcade, they'll let you to the top floor, and if you go to the top floor, you can fight Eileen, but that's only if you found Eileen randomly earlier in the game. And if you beat Eileen, you can fight Izumi, and if you fight Izumi, supposing you found her too, then you can unlock duck racing, which you don't know until you find a completely different area that happens to have duck racing. You're like, what
Well, so
path of logic was that written down on?
but even beyond that, you can unlock the duck racing where you can just gamble, but it's not necessarily apparent that you can then win your own duck to then do it. 'Cause you can actually do the whole thing without catching the feather. I think you can do all of it, and then that basically gets you access. You can go and watch duck racing, but then you have to go and catch the feather out of the tree. And actually, I saved that bit for us to do on the stream, and Danny tried it, and it was funny watching Danny get like really frustrated, like, why isn't it happening? And it's genuinely one of the only things in game where I've truly thought you genuinely have to be calm and relaxed, and it really helps. And it was interesting watching him Karate Kid his way to getting it. But,
That's the power of Shenmue, man.
yeah, literally, it was me, Danny, and Marcha. I think about 3 in the morning, having been streaming for about 8 hours, doing this duck racing. It was great. What did she say? I wasn't actually paying attention. Damn it.
Yes, please.
5.
Five.
You're about
Okay.
to spend all your money on gacha machines.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Okay. Give me a clue.
Please tell me
Mr.
I
Two
always-
Nuts, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for joining us as well. It's great to have you. Good luck beating those world records on Streets of Rage 4. We'll definitely tune into your stream soon. I think they've already given. Yeah, Pretzel gave a shout out already. I didn't have to say anything. Thank you for giving the shout
I
out.
will.
Yeah, anytime. That's what I'm here for.
I always
The
used to
last-
think she's got the mirror on her desk right there. She is just the way that Jar Jar is behind everything in the Star Wars.
George.
Misa behind everything.
I mean,
Yes, he is my master now.
fine. The increased resolution now lets me see that's not the case. But on the Dreamcast version, I was convinced that's the mirror I'm looking for. She's Lan Di in like there, right there. I was very angry.
I'm glad you brought up the Jar Jar theory. I love that. I totally subscribe to that story. That has to be true because it's so much better and explains everything.
Is this the one that he's evil?
Yeah, we're all along.
That he's
in
a Sith
Phantom
Lord.
Menace. Yeah, the Phantom Menace refers to him. And if you they broke it down like he is actually like the reason all the events transpire, and the logic is basically like if you look at Empire Strikes Back, Yoda is kind of annoying and stupid for a little bit to mislead Luke until he reveals himself as like this strong Jedi. So I think the story supposedly is that he was trying the whole thing with Jar Jar, make an entire movie where everybody's like, whatever, this guy's a write-off, he's nothing. And then you go back and reveal like, oh, if you think about it, he actually caused everything, and he's like Darth Plagueis.
Right.
No, and like there's a lot of weird evidence about it. Like even so much so like the Emperor and Jar Jar are actually from the same planet. They're both from Naboo. How weird is that? I totally believe it.
You said 5, right?
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
Oh, so that is legit. What happens? She tells you which, how many to. That's crazy. I didn't know that was a thing.
In all 3 of them, it is like if you pay the fortune teller, they'll tell you like basically what to gamble on, and it works like 70-80% of the time.
Now we just wait.
Yep. We're planting that seed and waiting for that sweet, sweet money tree.
Hasraw, you're
Shenmue
welcome.
money tree.
I'll be in touch soon. But leave it with me. Bear with me, and I'll sort that out.
Oh, Kidvid's here. What up? Do you know who that is?
Who? No.
Kidvid666. That is the owner of the Sega Pluto prototype.
Oh,
Really?
nice.
Amazing.
Nice.
What up, dude?
So for people that are just tuning in and watching me do this, you haven't made a mistake. I promise. This is means
Faz,
to
is
know.
Kevin lurking? Is Kevin actually lurking and not saying anything?
Well, of
Should we
course
ban
he is.
him?
He's normally got, I think, every Twitch stream that is currently live in a separate window. So he must have this one open.
He said no. Kevin, join the Discord voice chat, but no camera, otherwise it's going to throw everyone else's off, and I don't think the world's ready to see you in your current state. Bear with me, Alex.
Kidvid, we appreciate you being here and playing this weird part in some aspect of Sega history. It's pretty cool.
Demokos, I've just sent you a request.
Demo.
Demo Cules. Right, it's yours, Alex.
Are you?
I'm here.
Oh, is that it? I'm here. Not even a hello.
That's it. I'm here. Thanks for inviting me. You know.
Brilliant.
Oh, sorry. Did we wake you up from your slumber?
Yes, you did.
No, come on, Kevin. You got to do better than that. We'll start that again. Welcome. Welcome, Kevin. How are you doing today? Kevin,
Hi,
explain.
Thanks for having me.
Please explain to everyone who doesn't know who you are. People saying "Hey, hi, Kevin," but they're pretending they know you or like you. So please explain who you are.
Hi everyone. I am Kevin. I used to work at Sega and I work at Creative Assembly.
Which is Sega. For clarity,
which is part of the Sega
Creative
family.
Assembly
So
is Sega. It's a studio. It's a Sega studio who makes Total War. So don't say you used to work at Sega. You still do. You just moved over. Okay. Stop playing it down.
Office.
Yeah, you just moved off. Exactly. Yeah.
I just moved desks. That's all I've done.
Excuse me.
That's all you've done because now you're working from home at the moment.
My desk is now like 4 hours away, but
4 hours.
okay, it's 2 hours, but it's each way there.
I just, truth be told, I invited you to the stream because I missed you, and Faz said you were lurking, so I thought this guy's not going to lurk without being exposed as a lurker. So I wanted to expose you live on stream
The
for the
reason why
lurker that you are.
lurking is because I was in chat with Faz. We're having a little chit chat, and you striped me away from that. So poor Faz is on his own now.
Oh no.
Faz is not on his own. He's in the chat laughing his face
I'm in the
off.
chat. I know.
He's laughing. He said 2 hours later. Oh, he's crying now.
He was saying how trash you are at Tekken and every other fighting game.
I'll talk to you later.
Right.
What?
What?
In the middle
What?
of a delicate adjustment. Amazing.
He said you're trash at Tekken and every other fighting game, and I was like, oh, that's not true. And
Faz,
then
is
found
that
out it's
true?
a grudge match.
Faz.
I think you should have a grudge match. I think it should happen. Like how me and Asian Sensation did one, and I got beaten real bad.
Am I gonna be like that guy in Rocky 5 who wants to make it a public spectacle rather than fighting him in an alleyway?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. No alleyway, public spectacle.
It's not gonna be a private fight. Like
Behind
it's not gonna be the private fight that Apollo and Rocky had in the gym. It's gonna be an actual
No.
legit spectacle. Okay.
And,
Oh wait.
and then-
Faz, I don't believe you. I think he's not. He didn't really say that.
I am picturing like Faz is going to be Apollo in 4 with the massive big entrance, and then you're gonna shop as Ivan Drago.
I like that.
And just like enter the game.
But then this comes back.
Win your match.
But then this comes back. This comes back to my old theory that you're Paulie, but drunk Paulie from Rocky 3, the one who has a fight with the pinball machine. That one.
the one who smashes everything and then cries.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
It's alright. I've got my robot to look after me.
I'm impressed.
Is it me or is Pretzel's?
Oh my god.
Is it me or has Pretzel's camera just gone darker? Is it becoming nighttime there, Pretzel?
Cause I can turn my light on real quick.
Do it.
No, it's okay.
I can show you the
That-
highlight.
He's wearing pants.
The highlight of my entire setup here is this,
We just wanted to see if you were really
bamboo
telling the
stick
truth
here.
about putting pants on.
Is this
Bamboo stick,
stick
nice.
used for the light switch?
See, I use this because my light switch is all the way back here. So if I just...
Wait, I can't see what he's doing. Is he using some kind of dialing wand?
No, my light switch is on that back wall, and so I use.
He looks like he's about to start rowing.
Turn around.
So when I said, "Are you using a dialing wand?" and you said no, did you mean yes?
I'm not sure what a dialing wand is.
Have you not watched that episode of Simpsons? Your fingers are too fat. Please buy a dialing wand. No.
Which season was that? Now it sounds familiar.
It's the one where Homer goes overweight so that he can get off work.
The big old, the giant moo.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Trying to mash the keypad and it goes, I'm sorry, your fingers are too fat.
There we go.
So wait, was I right earlier? You, Pretzel and Adam, you're both from Chicago, right?
I am.
Yep, I'm in. Well, I'm actually in Schiller Park, but same difference.
Do you know where that is?
No.
Do you know where that is?
You know
He's
where
clearly-
the airport is. You know where the airport's at.
O'Hare or Midway?
O'Hare. Wow,
Yeah.
Midway sucks. Midway sucks.
Midway does suck. I agree with you.
I would never. If I worked
I would never out of like if you guys were ever like, oh, we want to fly you somewhere, but you gotta fly out of Midway, I'd be like, yeah, that's fine. I don't need to go. So
Is that an?
That's
wait,
how I feel.
I hope you're talking. I hope you're talking about an airport and not a former company here.
no, an airport.
Right. Okay.
Midway, the
We don't
video
trash
game
other companies
company-
on our streams.
No. Midway, the video game company that actually was based in
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Chicago, fantastic. Midway, the airport,
Good.
has nothing to do with Midway Games.
Midway's
Garbage.
Okay, I don't have to worry about getting fired in the morning. Thank you.
No. It has nothing to do with Midway Games. Midway Games, they are awesome. Much respect.
Hey, they still live through Warner Brothers, you know. So
Yeah, exactly.
Solar Phil's
And then,
asking.
like,
So part of Midway still exists. So I think Williams
Yeah, no,
and Midway became like NetherRealm. So yeah,
that's
exactly.
all
Mortal
fine.
Kombat. There you go.
Listen,
Yeah.
they're from Chicago. Civic pride. We're talking about a crappy airport that has nothing to do with Midway Games. Dude,
Right,
you got
good.
sliced.
Look, I said I got bad reactions.
You got Rio killed.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, go on to your point about the proximity of O'Hare to, what'd you say, Schiller Park?
Yeah, Rosemont.
Oh, Rosemont, I know, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Rosemont. I'm basically in Rosemont.
Oh, well, okay, that's not far at all.
Yeah. So I'm not actually in Chicago, but it's so much easier to say Chicago at this point because
So-
otherwise people think I'm living out in Schaumburg or something.
Right on. I live in Chicago downtown, but I grew up in Park Ridge, so I know exactly.
Oh yeah, I used to live at a downtown, like way downtown, like a not downtown, but south. I was in South Shore for a while. I knew
Okay.
golf courses down there, and so I was down there for about a year and a half, and then I moved up here because the airport's right here. May as well get closer to work, right?
Yeah, makes perfect sense. Wait, so you must work for
Adam,
United then?
sorry,
No,
Adam,
no.
sorry to
Yeah,
cut you off.
like-
There is a message from Retro Ghost 1985 directed at you. If you wouldn't mind reading it out.
You want me to read this?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you work for American Airlines. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Thank you for all your great videos over the years and immense help in getting my console collection to where I want it. Many thanks. I assume that was for you, Ibs.
No, it's at you, at Adam Koralik. Unless me
Yeah,
and
but
you
you
are the
just
same
you just
person.
wanted me to read it to you. I get why you're
No,
doing
I wanted you to read it. No, I wanted you to
I
read
know.
it to them and acknowledge it.
I know. Retro Ghost, thank you so much. I'm sorry that I cursed you with the disease of wanting to collect stuff. But
See,
I'm glad you're happy.
I understand. I now understand James's frustration where he doesn't know when you're being sarcastic.
Right, I'm very good at it.
We British pride ourselves in sarcasm, but you are on a next level, my friend.
Thank you.
You are on another level. That wasn't a compliment. No, it was.
No, I'll take it though.
Sure.
That's another thing that makes me frustrated is I take compliments that are intended as insults.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Did you leave?
No, I'm still here. Was chatting
Oh,
to
just-
Lightwing Dragon in chat.
We were just yeah, I was just making sure you're still awake and we didn't send you to sleep
He
again.
called
Sorry.
some of my training session last night with Tricky.
Ah,
we're
you need
doing
to get
a-
a training. You need to get a training session from Lightwing Dragon because he's clearly the
Yes,
top player.
Lightning Dragon. Do you want to have a training session with me one evening before Saturday? Tricky showed me all the essentials, and I feel like my game's gone from from down low to tippy top almost. I'm almost through now. Gibbs, you better look out. I don't think your card game's got a chance anymore.
Bob Burns, if that's I hope that's not Burns or Bobber. I don't know if I'm pronouncing a name wrong. Please read this out on the stream before Ipsitron tells you to read it. Ha! I got there first. Adam didn't read it first, so in your
Just
face.
like
Thank you
Kevin
very
says,
much.
I was here first.
I'll say first.
He always does that. So do you know those YouTube videos? What every YouTube video where someone says first? That's basically
Yeah.
Kevin on every single YouTube. If you ever wondered who that was saying
I don't care
first,
if I'm not first.
it's
As long as I'm
Kevin.
before Marta. That's all that matters.
That fits so well.
it does, doesn't it? Although Faz just said first. Faz getting timed out. Bye, Faz.
So my stream last Sunday, I was setting up. So I haven't even hit start stream yet. With my
And someone
countdown.
said I'm already here.
And Marta's already gone to my channel while I'm offline, gone to chat and said
Why?
I'm here first.
See, Nerdy Husky, you almost had it then, but someone commented after you. You played yourself. Congratulations. I know that guy from Sega Heroes. Which one?
Oh,
Ryozuki or the
vendor.
dude on the street?
vendor.
Sorry.
Tom Johnson. He even answered it himself. The hot
Yeah,
dog salesman.
Oh, wow.
He gives you a
Oh.
He gives you hot dogs to get your health back in the game.
Well, you must mean in Sega Heroes, because
Sega Heroes, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Kevin's a veteran of the late Sega Heroes.
Yeah.
well, thank you guys for that Rio pin you guys sent me. That was nice.
I
From
think that
Sega
was
Heroes.
Danny who sent that to you.
It was
Danny.
Danny. But I was trying to give.
So, yeah.
I was trying to give the umbrella credit, but yeah, really, it was all Danny.
I know, but Danny, that was his passion project. That was, he was the community manager for that. But now, Sega Heroes has closed down, but now Danny is the retro community manager. So he's
Yeah,
he's
I should
living
hang
it
out
up
with
now.
Danny.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, stop hanging out with me now. You got nothing to get from me now. You might as well hang out.
No,
with
I want to
Danny.
hang with you. We should all have a retro stream. I'll come over there.
Yes.
I'll bring a whole bunch of stuff. It'll be awesome, and we'll use a legit Mega Drive. It'll be great.
So
Hey,
I
I'd love
can't
to. I mean,
speak.
we're already in the same area. You're just, a blue line ride away.
It's actually
I'm
funny.
not driving my
Just-
car downtown. I'm not driving my
No,
car.
I don't blame you. It's actually funny. I was gonna drive out to the suburbs tonight, but this is taking longer than I thought. But it's fine.
Hey, we could have I could have stuck my hand out in the street. You could have high-fived me while you drove by.
Yeah, and then we'd both get COVID. It would be awesome.
Hey, I'm down. If I get a positive diagnosis, I get 2 weeks paid leave. So.
I'm self-employed, so I'd rather not.
Oh, well, you can give it to me then. You give it to me.
I'll just give you mine that I don't have. All right.
Exactly. As
All
long
right,
as
sorry
I
guys,
bring in a
going
positive diagnosis.
against the norm now. Going against the norm, rather than cliche questions, Hasbro is asking the most important question on this stream, which is what's everyone's favorite pasta noodle?
He
so-
mustn't have got a satisfactory response because he was asking
Alfredo.
that 2 hours ago.
I am definitely
Amazing.
a fan of. I'm not gonna pronounce this right, so I'm sorry to Italy and to everybody else. But radiatore, it's I believe that's how you pronounce it, but it's this squiggly noodle with a whole bunch of different. Looks kind of like the radiator heaters you'd have in the corner of your apartment. And it's got these all the ridges, really good for moving sauce around. I also really like what's the shelled pasta with not tortellini, but the stuffed one.
Shells.
Not quite shells, it's the stuffed shells.
Stuffed shells.
Okay, cool. Stuffed shells. Works for me.
gonna
Tortellini
go-
is stuffed. Okay,
Tortellini
good.
shells.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. I'm gonna go with
Yeah,
gnocchi.
tortellini is
And
stuffed.
then,
Yeah.
raviolis are also really good as well, but again, that just depends what they're stuffed with.
Honestly, they're all good. I don't know about
Tortellini
they're,
is stuffed, indeed, indeed.
I like any that I can eat with a fork.
You're not a spoon pasta guy?
No,
Good.
I haven't got very good hand-eye coordination, so
I can't handle spooning pasta. It just does not work.
I mean, that could mean a whole different
Yeah.
thing. So
mean-
let's not say that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, depends. Are you the big spoon or the little spoon?
Okay, I got a question for you guys in the chat as well, because some of you are spicy connoisseurs like Sonic, Supersonic, SJM. What's the spiciest noodle you've ever had?
I mean, noodles aren't really spicy by their nature. You have
No,
to,
it's
add
always
stuff.
what you. But you have those packet noodles, right? Which are the instant noodles, which are fiery as
Sure.
hell, as
Oh,
they put
instant
it.
noodles have never been too spicy for me. I haven't had an instant
Yeah,
noodle
no,
that's
I've
spicy.
never run into that problem. The closest I did was one time when I was in Guam, and my friend decided to buy me these Korean noodles. He said specifically are from
Oh,
Korea.
those are
He's
really
like,
good.
he's like, these are intense. I was not hungry, but I was still able to eat it, and I was like, they're a little spicy, but beyond that,
Hey,
were
they're
fine.
good though. I had one
Yeah.
of those ones. They weren't spicy enough to throw me on the floor, but they were
Right.
good. They
Yeah.
were just the right amount. It's I could eat this every day.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What could
Coated.
this be?
What?
Huh? What could this be?
Oh.
While people think of that, I still propose that idea though. We should do a retro stream where we use.
So I
legit-
can't speak for Danny, but Danny is planning some retro goodies stuff to come on the Sega streams at some point. So keep
Good.
an eye out for that. But we can always do stuff together. We're going to be collaborating with him a lot on future. Pretzel, get out of here with that mayonnaise. No need for that.
No, nasty, nasty. I hate mayonnaise.
No.
Mayonnaise does not belong anywhere.
I mean, if you like mayonnaise, respect to you. If you like
I
mayonnaise.
like it.
No, I'm just
You know,
reacting to
Kevin, of course, Kevin. So Kevin is also he's the first person in your YouTube video commenting, and he also loves mayonnaise. This is painting a real picture of you, Kevin.
So Kevin eats mayonnaise.
Kevin is that guy that he
Straight
hates.
from the
He
jar.
loves mayonnaise. Straight from the jar with a spoon, with the spoon that Alex doesn't like using.
Yeah.
Look,
Is it big spoon or the little spoon?
There's a time and a place, and I
It's,
think
it's the long spoon. What you use for like Sunday desserts.
Okay.
It's like I reach the bottom of the jar by getting it on my hands, you know.
what are you sounds like talking to Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, okay, I'll give Hasbro. I'll give you that. I love potato salad as well.
Ooh.
I do love a good potato salad, especially have you ever had the Pizza Hut one? The Pizza Hut one is glorious.
You know what it is?
Divine.
It is good.
So
Sounds like
going randomly off topic, but in America, biscuits are not what they are over here in the UK. Biscuits are a completely different concept in America, and in New York, next to and Hasbro, you live in New York if I'm not mistaken, or you've been there, or you I think you said you live there. There's a place near the Ghostbusters fire station called Bubby's, and I went there once and had a biscuit, and oh my god, it's the most delicious thing I've ever had in my entire life.
If you want the best biscuits, go down to the southern parts, like Atlanta or something. Get biscuits and gravy. I never understood that concept till I ate it there, and I was like, oh, I get it now. This is popular for a reason. Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I recommend that. Also, people are asking, wait, Pizza Hut sells potato salad? That's not a U.S. thing. So, because even the national chains are still regional as far as content.
I'm a believer. I'm not like man v food crazy kind of. You got to try out the local delicacies. But when I went to New Orleans, I had alligator sausage, and I'm ashamed to I'm ashamed to report the one I had just tasted like chicken. So. Maybe they just served me chicken.
You have to have alligator as like a steak type of thing, and it tastes kind of more tangy.
Because the sausage just tasted like a chicken sausage.
The sausage the sausage just tastes like a sausage. If you ever get the chance, go back and get probably the breaded steak alligator type of thing.
Milk. Maybe.
But when I go to the UK, that's all like Indian food territory. That's all I eat there if I have that choice. That's the best.
I remember when you came to the UK that one night when I met you briefly. Did we actually go for an Indian that day?
We were in Paris.
No. When you came here, when you stopped over one night, and I introduced you to my cat.
One night. Oh no. Yes. We went to a convenience store because everything real was closed.
Everything was closed by the time you got through. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we went to a convenience store and just picked up some random crap and just ate in the car.
Yeah.
That was fun though.
Well,
that's the type of dude. That's the type of dude Ibs is. I got rerouted trying to go from New York to Portugal. I had to go through the UK, and then I ended up getting stuck there for a night, basically. And he's like, dude, come hang out with me. And then I met his cat. And he just picks me up, and he's like, all right, let's go.
Well, if I ever get stuck in the UK, I mean, I'll send out a message. He'll probably leave me on red, but it'll still mean the same.
I have a feeling. The message will something along the lines of, "Hey, Ebs, I'm outside your window."
Exactly.
And then
That's what I expect.
This creepy knocking, and he's wearing a Pennywise mask.
Would you like to play some Sonic R, Ibs?
Wait, Adam, before we go, can you do your Mickey impression?
Are you sure I'm allowed to do that?
Please. Come on,
It's
Castle
right,
of Illusion. That's the excuse. Go on.
Okay. Well, what would you want me to say?
Play Sonic
Whatever you
R.
want. Play Sonic R.
Hi everybody! Make sure you go off and play Sonic R! Also, head over to Steam and hit up Shenmue 1 and 2. It's on sale for up to 75% off. I like money, so make sure you spend it.
There you go.
Amazing.
That was good.
Amazing.
That was good.
Thank
That
you.
was good.
Thank you.
That was good. So Pretzel, what do you say? What do you say? Adam and Fulmingander on a stream together, doing voices. Elmo and Mickey together playing games.
I
Oh
got
my God.
that. I got Stitch. I got the Emperor. I got whatever. Yeah.
Wait, Emperor who? Palpatine.
Emperor, the Dark Lord of the Sith, Emperor Palpatine.
Let's see.
Use
That's
your
good.
hate.
That is
Join
good.
us on the dark side of the dojo. I don't know. Go into the dojo and begin your training. Yeah, that kind of.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Thanks a lot. You've made my day.
But you ever watch Lilo and Stitch? Oh, I do Megatron. He's right. James pointed that out. There's Beast Wars era Megatron, and then there's like original
Whoa.
Generation 1 Megatron.
I want G1 Megatron. Do
Oh
it.
yes, Faz does Palpatine as well.
No, but that's just Faz in the morning. Though.
Megatron!
Oh wow, that's chilling.
Destruction to all Autobots! There you go.
Wow, that was good. That was good.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Emperor who?
Faz's Palpatine versus Adams.
Do it.
Wait, what?
So Faz, one of our mods, he does Palpatine sometimes on his stream when he's trying to stall in the unofficial Sega waiting room.
I noticed it wasn't the unofficial Sega waiting room today, Faz. What's going on? We had the Corey Marshall on our stream. You didn't turn your stream into a waiting room.
Should I time him out now or ban him? What's the?
No, don't ban him.
I didn't
Just
say
don't ban him.
waiting room, but we were the waiting room.
You were the waiting room. See, that was the place to be. But Faz, I'm not going to be angry because I beat you so bad at Tekken. I don't really mind. So
I mean, who saw that? Who saw that match though?
You saw it. You saw it. You were there. You were a witness.
I mean, you did pass me a couple of shekels and say, "Hey Kev, set tithe when I won." I was like, "All right, cool."
Where's the Twitch mod command to release Sonic R2? There isn't one. Do you want me to take your power away, James? Is that what you want? I can do it.
Yeah, he's begging for it. I asked him to ban me. He won't ban me, but apparently he'll ban you. That's cool. No, that's fine.
I think I'll patch. Maybe next.
Right, I think that is all the time we've got. It's nearly 1 a.m. here, but before we do go, I want to thank. We're not in your time zone or of Narnia or wherever the hell you are.
We're in the U.S. Central Time Zone.
I see.
Narnia.
I wish.
But guys, I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for all the raids. Thank you for tuning in, and we love you all. We'll be back on Friday with retro or flashback Friday, more specifically. We haven't decided what yet, but we'll have a think and let you know probably tomorrow. But yeah, no, guys, all of you in the chat, please, thank you so much for coming. It's been amazing. Thank you to Adam for joining. Thank you to Corey and Imran, who are no longer here because they couldn't stand it anymore. And thank you to Pretzel for accepting the invite to appear on the stream. Always welcome. Thank you, Marta,
thank you for inviting me. I'm still in shock.
Oh, seriously. Really, it was great having you. You're always welcome. All of you are welcome. And you're all part of the Sega family, as are all of you in the chat as well. Thank you for being here. And thank you, Kevin, for gracing us with your first comment. So I guess it's time to raid another stream, right? So let's raid a stream. Let's find a stream to raid. Where are we at?
Well, thank you for having us before you do this.
No, you are more than welcome. You are part of the family. I won't say who said it, but apparently you're Sega's bae. Whoa, that was not planned. So who shall we raid?
I mean, I know Marta decided to ditch our stream to go start her own, so.
She's doing Uno though, right?
She's playing Uno.
Yeah.
Is there no one online playing any Shenmue?
Is it like no holds barred, like bare fist Uno or what?
I don't know. I do not know.
CrossFit Uno.
CrossFit Uno. Oh, right. She has 200 push-ups to do now, thanks to the war.
I mean, I'm
200 push-ups.
I'm fairly certain she doesn't like playing games. Like we said before, she'll spend the first 3 hours saying hello to everybody and then say, "Well, better start working out."
Oh god. Right, I know who we are going to raid. It's someone who's playing Persona 4 Golden, which is not historically a Sega game, but now Sega, well, Atlas is a studio of Sega's now, and that release was done by us on PC recently. So I will set the command to raid. But guys, thank you again for joining. All the love you've shown us, please show Woohoo Lad, who we're going to be raiding in a moment if he allows us to raid. No, don't do the raid command on his stream. That's not how it works. Give me a second. I need to go to our stream manager to do that. But guys, thank you.
I like this command in the chat says, "Hey guys, check out Adam Koralik here," and then shows my link and it says he was last seen playing no game.
Yeah.
It just made me laugh because it's so like. Okay, I need more coffee.
He was last seen playing, making a sandwich.
Yeah.
Guys, yeah, and please, when we do raid, please shout the word Sega when we do raid. And again, we'll be back on Friday. Tune in then. Yep, spam any emotes you got, and we'll see you soon. Not my face. I'm gonna delete that from Twitch. I promise. And as Pretzel said, happy Thursday. Good night, guys, or afternoon, wherever you guys. Guys, thank you for joining the stream again. Take care of yourselves. We'll be back on Friday. Love you all. Bye.
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 Bye.